Hey everybody, my name is Frankie McDonald. You're listening to SimpCast with Chrissie Mayr. I'm Frankie McDonald.
I want my baby back, Chili, baby back, red.
Caller, this call is for Ayala. Hi. So.
Hey, do you remember me?
Who's this?
Nick.
No.
Last name Gers.
Nick Gers. I don't know names. I don't even remember my mom's name.
Say it again.
If you even tell me my mom, I wouldn't remember her name. Like, I'm really bad with names. How do you look?
Will you say my name again? I don't even know if you heard me right.
Nick Gers.
Thank you.
Why? Why do you have to call in like that? Why do you have to call in like that? That's not a good caller. It's a horrible, horrible caller. I'm going to play you a little song.
Nick Gers! Oh, Nick.
Me Chinese, me play jokes, me put pee-pee in your coat.
What's up, Vivek?
Hey.
Whoa!
Look at this.
What's up, guys?
I was craving a Slurpee.
Can I get my change back correctly?
You know, we'll.
I feel like a lot of us are conservative in the way that we just want to be able to say the N-word and it not really matter.
That's all I want. Come on. Is that so much to ask? Can't I just say the N-word? Does that make me a bad person?
Come on, guys.
Violet's a huge fan of yours. She loves censored TV.
Oh, great.
I do. I love your show. Big fan.
All she wants is to be able to say the N-word, but that's the only thing that's holding her back in life.
Yeah.
Oh, it just, you go like this.
How are you and your man?
Oh, Bisconti, he's in hospice. I'm teasing.
Oh,
it's a joke. It was an old man joke.
No, there was somebody in the hospital on meeting earlier, so I was like, oh, geez.
I'm just kidding. He's fine. Oh my God, we're great. I'll marry that man.
Oh,
he's adorable. So.
If my baby's fall out, this was your fault, John. I'm just saying.
Jumping jack. Whoa!
Yeah, don't.
Whoa!
What was it?
Whoa!
Okay. There. I did it. What, you can take me?
I just thought
My baby's fall out. This was your fault.
Whoa!
I just thought you walked tonight.
There. I did it.
Are you winning, son?
Hi, I'm Ali. I'm an English teacher, a dialect coach, and today I'm going to show you exactly what actors do perfectly and terribly when they try to do a British accent. Let's rate some accents.
My kink is British accents. Oh, is that all right?
Cheerio, cut!
Yeah, right then. Bush eyed cheerio.
You're really attracted to this.
Oh, bloody hell.
I had to look up where she grew up and went to school because I genuinely don't know why she's so good. She's not trying to sound perfect.
I'm taking the dog, dumbass.
I'm taking the dog.
He's just happy to have the attention. He's just happy to have the attention.
Got tired of my scheming. It's me. Hi, I'm the baggy. It's me.
Our next guest is originally from Danville, Illinois. He enjoys cold beer and hot music. Says that he and his mom don't see eye to eye on his love life. And he claims that his job has cost him several relationships. Please welcome Robert Faggot. Fine, how are you? Faggot is rather an odd name.
Yeah, you know, it is an odd name.
Speak does not make you intelligent. Now get out of here.
No, Mrs. Stay. Lisa Kochata.
Happy day. Tuesday, Wednesday. Happy day. Thursday, Friday. Happy day. The weekend comes. My cycle hums.
Your lip. Just kind of get it in there. Fill it in a few different times just to kind of get a real deep color. And then kind of go in here at the bottom.
I'm gay. I have relationships with men and sex with men.
Hello. So sorry for the tardy start. Just consider this a late Juneteenth celebration. No, really, the baby was having trouble sleeping. He had been up since. Do you guys really care about the excuses? I feel like I have to explain to my teacher why I'm starting late. That's a good excuse, I promise. No, but the bean was overtired, and he needed a little boob to fall asleep, much like a lot of you men out there watching the program. Okay, before I bring in our fabulous, intelligent, funny, gorgeous panel, let me promote a couple of my shows coming up. Guys, I am doing some stand-up into the summer, into the fall. More things are in the works, but I've got some tickets on sale right now. Come see me headlining on Long Island Friday, August 8th, Saturday, August 9th at the Brokerage Comedy Club. I'll be in Plano, Texas, at the Mic Drop Thursday, September 18th, Ohio, and Massillon, Ohio. Saturday, October 18th, San Diego. Oh, 2 shows on the 18th there in Ohio. Ooh, look at me. And then I'll be in Ohio Thursday, October 23rd, Phoenix, Saturday, November 1st. Woo! If you live in any of these areas, snap up these tickets right now. Go to ChrissieMayr.com. And as always, if you have a cool club by you who would have me, tweet at them, tweet at me, tag us, call them, harass them, let me know. I'm always looking for cool new places to perform. Please and thank you. And of course, if you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe, share the stream with a friend, an enemy, a co-worker, someone maybe you're not sure where they stand politically. You'd be like, oh, what do you think of this? You guys know the deal. You know them. You love them. One I just interviewed pretty recently, and the other one, she's been on many a time. It's Taylor Silverman and Sherry Perez. They get the awards for being here on time, even when I started 20 minutes late. Oh. Hello.
It's my first time, so thank you for the invite, Chrissy.
It's right, Taylor's first SimpCast, but yes, you did the podcast a little bit ago, and I was just like, Taylor, it's it's just like a conversation, but there's more of us, and we're all interrupting each other, and it's very haphazard. So I hope it meets your expectations.
I've watched a couple times, so I got the vibe that it was a little bit more laid back. But I feel right now I'm like still a bit traumatized from that intro.
Oh no!
Oh my gosh.
Which part did you not? Which part traumatized you?
I loved it. There was a lot happening.
Yeah. Was it the Happy World Down Syndrome Day?
I don't even. It's all like blended in my mind right now. Still,
I hear it when I go to bed at night. I'm just like. And initially, we had a different song, but then I kept getting like musically copyright struck on it, so we had to change it up a little bit. At first, it was like the Weeknd song. God, I don't even know how it goes now.
I thought there was a Weeknd song in there.
Maybe it is. Maybe it starts out with one and then we had to cut away. You guys know the thing. You know the deal. What is new in your world, Taylor? What has happened since we caught up last?
I went to YWLS, which was so much fun.
Oh, right. You went to the Young Women's Leadership Conference or Summit by Turning Point USA, one of the Turning Point events. And when we spoke, I was like, ooh, let me know how Nala Ray does, because she was a very much very
controversial.
Controversial addition to the summit. So did you see her speak? How did people react to it?
I saw some videos after. I think she was on like a panel. So, well, I don't know if it's a panel or it was her and another girl, but I went to lunch at about that time, so I didn't see it in person. But I said this last time, I hope she's genuine. I just think there are some red flags, and I feel like sometimes people are so quick to welcome someone into the conservative movement that they don't use a lot of discernment. But I hope she's genuine, and if she is, I'm really happy for her. But there was some stuff that I thought was kind of sketchy with like her having the online ministry and selling the courses. And then she removed that from her Instagram after people started sharing about it on Twitter. And I don't know, I find it hard to believe that you can't just like delete an OnlyFans page or remove subscribers. I don't know though. I've never used it, so.
I want to like her so bad, but she really makes it hard. You know, like,
That's
love
what he
the
said.
story, but I don't know.
But if,
A lot of people feel that way.
It's true, and she's genuine, then that's a beautiful story. But I don't know.
Absolutely.
I want to show this. I think this is a snippet from. This is from the Charlie Kirk show.
Yeah, I think that must have been on like Media Row at the event, I think.
Okay, I was going to be like, do they allow men at the Young Women's Summit?
Oh yeah, there's not that many men. But there's men there.
Look, her boobs are covered up. What more do we want, right? She's doing it. Oh my God! Speaking of boobs, Anna's here. Anna's here. Hello, Mama. Oh my gosh, I am loving the pictures you're sending me of your little bean. She's so cute.
Oh,
She's
thank you.
She's a little 6-month chunker.
My little princess. How are you guys? What are we talking about?
Good. We are we're talking about Nala Ray. She has switched over apparently from OnlyFans life to going to conservative conventions such as I guess she went to the Young Women's Leadership Conference recently, which Taylor here went to. And Taylor, I will describe Taylor as the Riley Gaines of skateboarding, even though she doesn't like to compare herself to Riley Gaines.
I just think that's super generous of you. And I like I was saying before, I usually refer to the guy as the Leah Thomas of skateboarding rather than referring to myself that way.
So yeah, Taylor basically was like the first chick to speak out about dudes going against women in professional skateboarding. And
cool.
Well, in skateboarding, it's happening on like all levels, and there's a lot of guys. It's not just like there's one guy going to every event. There's like a dozen of them, And
Wait,
it's hard
so
to track them.
skateboarding dudes are dressing up like chicks to compete?
Yes.
They're saying
What?
they're saying they're trans. Yeah.
Oh my God.
You are
it happened
brave
to me, like,
for doing
3
that.
times before I was like, I've had enough.
Yeah, and it was interesting because when I had Taylor on my one-on-one show, she was explaining like there are certain things about a man's body that make him it makes skateboarding and doing certain tricks easier, and I found that fascinating.
There's a lot of things that, like reaction time. They can jump higher. They're stronger. They are like less prone to injuries. There's so much. But I mean, it's like that in every sport. There's advantages, but
They
yeah,
don't
I feel like
menstruate.
a lot of people didn't have any idea what was going on. So when I spoke up about it, it became like a big story because nobody talked about it. It was something that everybody kind of just like looked at each other and wouldn't say anything about. And the only people who I really talked to it about were some of like the older dudes who I skate with because I knew they'd be cool about it. But even a lot of the women are very much supportive of it because they're insane.
Well, they want to be seen as, because women are, we like to be peacemakers. We're people pleasers. We don't like to.
I think it's a combination of that and like SSRIs and birth control
and pills.
They're so wild. No, maybe, but yeah, a lot of women want to just be likable and nice, but
I feel like
ridiculous.
it's that thing where you don't want to be rude. Like, when you see the crazy person, your mom just tells you it's okay, just ignore them, they're crazy. And so it's like you just look the other way. But when it directly affects you, like I'd be pissed if some dude showed up to compete against me.
If I see someone at the skate park, I'm like, whatever. I'd even skate with them. But when it gets to the point where you're infringing upon something that is not meant for you and that impacts others, I'm like, absolutely not.
Yeah, I would just.
It felt like a South Park episode.
I would think of ways to heckle them. I would just be like, "Oh, do you feel like your penis helped you with that trick, or does it get in the way of certain jumps?"
I don't know. I don't think the guy who I spoke up about has competed again since that, and he competed many times. So
nice.
So look, you made a difference. Look
Good
at
job.
that.
Did you get canceled?
A small difference, but there's still a long way to go.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like you got canceled, Taylor? That's a good question.
No, I feel like I became like way more popular than I ever wanted to be. The opposite happened to me. I got like reverse canceled. No one knew who I was, and then everybody was posting about me all of a sudden. I didn't even have Twitter.
I love a reverse cancel. That's great.
And I had no clue that was going to happen. Like, we talked about this on your podcast, but I just thought I was going to like piss off some skateboarders in the Midwest. And like 5 minutes later, I was like, oh my God, this is big. This is not what I meant to do. But it ended up being okay. And I just like trusted God through it. And it's been good.
Period. Yay.
But it was crazy.
I'm going to play a little bit of this clip just because I want to know what you guys think. Yeah, I think this is the most recent clip of Nala speaking. I believe this is from the Young Women's Summit that happened recently, a turning point.
They probably have her.
Was it in Texas?
When she spoke on stage too, I bet they have a video of that as well on Turning Point website.
Oh, let me look for that too. All right, I'm going to play a little bit of this.
I think it's an interview just with Charlie Kirk, which is still good.
So you are posting bikini pictures. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure at some moment there was a fork in the road.
Of course.
Where you had to make a conscious decision to post more than bikini pictures. Because a lot of the girls watching this right now, they all put bikini pictures of themselves on Instagram.
Absolutely.
So that's not unusual. I don't think it's good, but that's not unusual. Bring us into the room of the moment that you decided to hit publish on a naked picture of yourself.
So it was when I felt like I had like nothing else to lose. My parents had found out I was on OnlyFans like a month and a half after I'd started, and they found out from other people. So I really thought I could hide it. I really did, but you can't hide from the internet when you're on it. So They found out, they confronted me about it. And this was right before I was going to move to California. And so I was in Florida at the time. They confronted me about it. That was when my mom decided to completely cut ties with me. And I was like, well, my dad supports me being on it. He truly said he supported me. And if he was younger, he would probably do the same
Was
thing.
he still a pastor at the
No, no. Thank goodness, right?
That would be quite an interesting
absolutely.
pastor.
So yeah, I felt like I had absolutely nothing else to lose. I didn't have friends. I didn't have a boyfriend. I was just ready. And so I was like, okay, I'm moving to California, and it went hardcore real fast.
And first of all, thank you for being
you
so
just
open
hit the
about this,
nail
because
on
I
the
think
head
our
on her
audience
problem.
needs.
What was that?
I said she hit the nail on the head with what her problem was. She has like no one in her life that cared about her.
Yep.
And she had nothing to lose. That's really sad.
Super sad.
It is really sad. Yeah, it's like it's crazy how little it would take to maybe pull somebody out of that place. Just a friend, really.
If there was one person in her life that cared about her, there's like, what the hell are you thinking? That's crazy. She probably wouldn't have done it. Or maybe she
Yeah.
would have, and she's
The
lying,
video-
but I don't know.
The video got a little choppy, but she said her parents was it her parents who confronted her about it?
Yes.
Yeah, but then
So
she
they
said her dad
tracked
said
it.
he was cool with it.
Her dad was like down with the whole thing because
How is a dad gonna
he
be
was
cool with it?
profiting. She was helping bankroll his life. I've heard her talk about this before. So she was helping bankroll his life, and actually in the end he was one of the few people in her life that was like asking her to like continue doing it because he didn't want to lose the money. Like super
bag.
Ugh. So yeah, but
bag move. Okay, let me play a little more dice.
Needs to know, because this is replicated now, unfortunately, thousands of
Right,
times.
and it's not talked about
Well,
enough.
thank you for being so vulnerable with it.
Absolutely.
Were you seeking money, or was there something else was there a validation?
Oh, validation and attention. I struggle so hard in my family dynamic with feeling loved. My mom wasn't like a loving, nurturing mom. She was like,
it's like, you want to be an example. Like you want to, I struggle so much. I'm like, let this be not a textbook daddy issue, not feeling loved, lack of, feeling validated, lack of self-esteem, but it just, the time and time again, that's what it ends up becoming.
Mm-hmm. Like a disciplinarian, kind of cold, like therapist kind of mom. It wasn't like, come hug me, come give me love. It was just kind of like, let me teach you something new so you'll be good at something kind of mother. Nothing wrong with that. But when your child really craves love and they don't get it, they look elsewhere for it. And I did. So my validation came from men because my dad, was supporting me and doing porn. So for me, I was like, okay, cool. I'm doing nothing wrong here. Just validating that sin over and over again. But yeah, I turned mainly for attention. I never thought I was going to make that kind of money, but that attention felt really good, even though it was bad attention.
How much money were you making a month at the peak?
$300,000 to $50,000 to $400,000 a month.
Yes, that's about.
Jeez.
Wow.
Do you guys think she's bullshitting?
About the money?
No, about her whole story.
No, I think it's clear that what she does seek is attention, because even now, like some of the like red flags I still see, it's clear that she still wants attention. Like even though she's not doing all that, like if you look at her TikTok, some of her posts and stuff, it's just obvious that she's still seeking attention from people online. So I tend to believe this.
I heard a clip of her saying, she wasn't referring to her new like conservative influencer life, but I've heard her saying like on clips online, I'm really crushing this new chapter in my life. I figured it out. I know how to crush it. I'll have to find it, because I was like, oh man, it just made her sound like, I'm telling these people what they want to hear, and this is how I'm gonna maybe make money. But although she can't be doing it for the money, there's no way she's going to make as much doing this, doing appearances.
I'm sure she's grifting off of a conservative audience now that want to see her succeed and fix herself, right? So she's just switching from one grift to another.
Yeah, and I think I do think she wants attention, whether it's from her, subscribers on the bad side, or she wants attention now from this new crowd, which is conservative Christians. Like, it is obvious that she has a desire to be like, she wants attention. So
it feels like a very quick shift from being OnlyFans star to now being someone who's like speaking to an audience about Christianity and conservatism. That's the issue for me, and that she has tried to make money off of this, which I agree, she's got to be making less money than doing the OnlyFans, but she still has OnlyFans. She's still making money off the OnlyFans too. And
maybe if she's still somebody who needs attention and she's hopefully been smart with her money, and I would assume she's set for life no matter what she does.
That was another thing that I thought was kind of interesting. I haven't watched every interview about it, but I heard other people saying that she had not kept all the OnlyFans money, which how would you
I don't believe
mess up that bad with your money? Like, you'd have to be spending like crazy.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me like this. I got sober about 4.5 years ago, and it's different, but it is the same. It's like overcoming something that's really looked down upon in society. And I didn't get on the internet really until like 2 years after I got sober, because
wow,
who am I? Who am I to be sharing my opinions on things and whatnot when I'm just getting my own life together? And I see so much of that in Nala. It's like, girl, take a breath, just take a back seat, focus on yourself, heal yourself, and then you can come tell us your story. Because if it's sincere, it's a beautiful story, and actually something I think would be really important for this time in history. But she's got to just take a back seat for a second and really do some self-reflection before anyone's going to take her seriously.
Also, despite me feeling kind of skeptical of her, I also trust that Charlie Kirk has pretty good judgment.
Yeah.
So if he's met her and talked to her, perhaps it is genuine, and perhaps some of the stuff she's doing is also a reaction to being platformed in a different space entirely differently for the first time. But some of it feels off to me. And even I think we talked about the baking videos.
Yeah.
The baking videos with a very spicy undertone.
So
wait, she does baking in videos?
Let me find the clip, Anna.
TikTok or Instagram reels, but if
it's
you
a
watch
lot.
them and you don't see a certain tone to them, I feel like you should get your eyes checked.
Okay, here it is. Oh, the phone. Yeah, it's clips like this that make you go, well, okay, she is baking, and what, is she gonna just stop being an attractive woman now that she's Christian? Who knows? All right.
I love cinnamon rolls.
How she looks. It's some of the
mannerisms.
The mannerisms.
You might want to mute.
The same as the mannerisms.
Look at those cinnamon rolls. Ooh, that does look good.
I don't even think this is the video that I watched a different video too. She's
Even
done a
that
couple
face
of
she just made in the beginning, what was that?
I feel like she's she just does the anime girl faces in that.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's what I mean when I say she does the same mannerisms and stuff that she does when she promoted her porn on
Iago, right?
Stuff.
And that does take a while. That's kind of what when I got sober, there's just some things that you do that take a while to get rid of those habits and things, and it's gonna take her a minute to stop.
She just did the O face.
Yeah, exactly. Girl.
This is the only way there is to taste the.
Put the spatula down.
I want to know how she did that without getting it all over herself. Whenever I eat that, it's everywhere.
Yeah, that when I'm doing that, sexy is the last word you would use to describe me, licking a bowl.
Girl, please.
I know this is the face that I make when I'm cooking, for sure. Wait. All right, let's see.
I remain with the stance that I hope she's genuine, but when people are commenting, I posted a little bit about this back before the event. when people were commenting, like telling me I don't know what I'm talking about, I was like, come on, you can't watch this stuff and not see what I'm seeing. And you look up
I know
that rolling pin. Oh.
Chrissy, did you ever look up her website? I think it's like The Anointed Path or something like that. It's on I posted on my X a while ago.
Ooh.
But I noticed that after people shared that on X, she removed it from the links from her Instagram page that she had it directly linked to. The way I said that was like all jumbled up, but you get what I'm saying. She had it linked to her Instagram. She took it down once people called it out, but the website is still up and the courses are still available for purchase last I checked.
That's just crazy.
I found this, I think, is a snippet of her interview from, I looked on the Turning Point website. They didn't isolate her speech, but maybe it's just somebody else sort of interviewed her. Okay, this
is it. This is it.
Oh, okay.
I think she was on like a panel, technically, I think.
Okay, here we go.
Is she trying to do like an Ivanka Trump lookalike thing?
Can't hurt to go blonde.
No offense, but she wishes. She's beautiful.
Well, I mean,
but
she looks
very pretty.
No,
If you
it's
squint
different.
her eyes, it kind of looks. Honestly, I hate red, but I think the red hair worked on her. I know that was like her porn look, but going from that to this blonde, it just looks, especially with how she's styling herself and her clothes, it looks like she's trying to like look like Ivanka.
She looks very Barbie like this.
To be fair, I think a lot of people at this particular conference dress like Barbie.
It's true. There are a lot of blondes there. All right, I'm going to play this.
Crazy amounts of money showing my body online and exploiting myself. It's truly online prostitution. And then my family completely disowned me, like my mom, all my siblings. My dad was the only one that hung on, but for a really bad reason. He was just like begging me for like money all the time. So that was the only relationship I had with my father, was him supporting me doing porn online and then taking my money.
And since then, you know, you've had this come to Jesus moment where now you are more aligned with your faith. And walk us through, what was your breaking point? You know, the steps you took to come out of such a toxic environment, because you were obviously sold an idea that really ended up being something that it's just completely different than.
Absolutely. Like the whole girlfriend experience is what OnlyFans loves to sell, is that, you know, you're talking to your dream girl. It's like the girl next door. It's not that at all. You're literally talking to a middle-aged man on a computer. Like that is your chatters. So it's such a lie. And that is what sin is. It is dark and it's a lie and it hides.
But what clicked for you? What was your turning point, essentially?
So I actually met my husband now. His name is Jordan, truly the love of my life. He encouraged me. Like when I first met him, this man was talking so highly about who Christ is and showed that love. And in 5 years, I hadn't had one Christian reach out to me while I was on OnlyFans doing what I was doing to show the love of Christ in my life. And he did. He treated me with so much respect and God's love. He was just my friend for the longest time until we ended up getting married after I got off of OnlyFans. But I was so intrigued by how this man loved God with everything inside of him. And it encouraged me so much. And I stopped doing OnlyFans, gave my life to God, deleted my OnlyFans, took off every promiscuous post off my Instagram, Facebook. I deleted my entire Twitter. And I was so happy.
Oh, okay. So
I think she deleted everything off the OnlyFans, but she's talked before about how the page is still up. But I think you can't subscribe anymore, but she still has subscribers.
I know it was up at one point, but I think I did a whole video on Nala a few months ago, and I know at one point, this is what she claimed, that OF wouldn't let her take down her page completely because she still had subscribers, which that checks out to me, but
maybe, but
till now, she should be able to take it down by now.
To me, it sounds a little unbelievable that you can't just like remove a subscriber or block somebody, especially on a platform like that.
Well, they've already paid.
I don't know. It feels like that's the sort of thing. If you had to boot someone, you got to boot someone. Just give them their money back. You know.
Listen, I'd believe it for like a month.
Well, at least on the YouTube side, I know I've tried to block like stalkers from being members, because after my streams are done, I make it members only. And so I had like a stalker that was going through stuff. So I was like asking my YouTube rep, I'm like, I need to block this specific person from being a member. And they're like, no, YouTube will not block people that are paying. I'm like, but this person's a legit stalker, and they
Wow.
wouldn't do anything. So
Ugh.
I just
and that's
think by
YouTube. I
this
don't know about
point-
OnlyFans.
Like this point, she should be able to take it down. Like it's been a minute.
Yeah.
I don't think people can actually like sign up for it now though. So at least there's that.
But she's still making money off of it, probably, or something.
That's what it sounded like.
This is the clip I was referring to, and this is Ariadna posted this on. Okay, she posted this. Wow, more than a year ago, April 11th, 2024. Ariadna said, "Let's agree on one thing. Nalare is using God as clickbait. Full stop. Incontrovertible proof. Her baptism was posted December of 2023. Reclaim your ex reported New Year's Eve 24 Nalare bragging about being the Ahiago. I keep wanting to say Asiago, but that's a totally different thing. Queen, and everything I do blows up. I'm exploiting everything." Okay, so here's that clip where I was like, what is she talking about?
Well, this clip specifically because it's supposedly from after her posting the baptism.
Yeah, let me play that
so
real quick.
cringy. This clip is like.
All right, here we go.
I can't hear anything, Chrissy.
Me either.
You didn't share
Yeah.
audio.
What?
Yeah,
Oh.
you can hear it, but we can't.
How did I do that? How did I not do that?
It's one of StreamYard's new annoying features.
Goo. Okay, hold the phone. Audio. What do I have to do?
Why don't you just like do her voice for the rest of us? And do whatever she's saying.
Oh, okay. I'll just. Okay, that's funny.
Do like a.
Okay, the woman says, "How are you feeling about going into New Year's?" Listen, I'm fucking ready for the ups, the downs, the sadness, the happiness, the joy that's coming. I'm so looking forward to this. Like, every year is like a brand new year to like start, not even start fresh, but like go off about what you've already built. You know, I'm just so excited.
That was really good.
That was pretty good.
Now the lady's like, "What's your name?" "My name is Nala Ray. I'm the Asiago Queen." You can find me on Instagram. And I'm the queen. I'm the queen. I'm the top tier. I feel like everything that I do blows up. I have a glitch in the system. I'm exploiting everything that I'm doing to like the highest level possible. So yeah. That bothers me. Okay.
That was a really good. That you remembered all that.
I was just saying it as she was saying it. Oh my god.
That was actually impressive.
It
Wow,
was.
That was like a one-woman show. I'm exhausted. Okay. Fun, okay. Thank you for becoming a new member. Thank you for gifting not one, not two, but 3 Chrissie Mayr memberships. Thank you, Fun, okay. Fun, okay. Crom Smites, you became a new member. Thank you. Rootless Redneck, you got Silverman on. She was great in The Way of the Gun.
Wait, what?
I don't understand that reference. But thank you.
That went over my head.
Samesies. Chrome Smites you for 2. Chrissy, I just resubscribed. Love the Sunday chats. Oh, thank y'all. Russell Hall, back in action. Just like many animals use their tails for superior balance, so it is with men. Oh, Russell. Jeremy David for 2. They did a gender 180. Chrome Smite you. I just bought 633 rounds of rifle ammo. Hashtag prepper. Always good to be prepared. Russell Hall. My parents saw me in a bikini online, so I said, "Hey, fork it. I might as well shove a softball bat up my ass." Wow. That's TMI.
That did
Russell Hall again.
escalate really quick.
I'm sure her dad did a great job leading his flock. Oh. Kim. Oh, what's up, Kim? Kim Coulter for 5. These blast points, too accurate for sand people. Only Imperial stormtroopers are so precise.
I love that Kim is a nerd.
She is such a nerd. The world's biggest hoe. Anna, are people still mad you lost weight? This is one thing I can't
Yes, they are.
understand. I can't. So Anna, miraculously, like in record time, gives birth and then snaps back to looking amazing, like in less than 6 months. And you post photos and you're getting backlash from getting back into shape. But I think it's all coming from people that were either never in shape to begin with, or just
I think it's because everyone was like, oh, it's just like angry, ugly women. And I'm like, no, it's actually, I haven't had a single woman get mad at me. It's all been like miserable men that are like, I
No
would never let
way.
my wife look like that. And I'm like, I'm from California. Like, I live right next to the beach. I can go, like, I go to the beach quite often. And I was very covered up compared to what girls were out to the beach. So I'm like, it was just, here's me pregnant and here's me now. Like, I'm very proud. I was getting up at 3 a.m, going to the gym until 5:30, working my ass off to lose weight. And I did it, and I was proud, and I wanted to share it with people because I know when I was looking up what to do to lose baby weight, I was watching all of these girls on Instagram and what they did and how they did it, and that gave me inspiration. So I'm like, oh, wait, if I can do it, so can other people. But apparently that makes me Satan.
That's crazy because I feel like if you didn't lose weight, they'd complain about that too. The same type of people.
Yeah,
But that's awesome, and congrats on the baby.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
should
she's
be
so
proud.
cute. Yeah, because people were making the joke like, oh, like Anne is gonna hit the wall after she gets pregnant or after she gives birth, or I don't know if people saying. And then I wonder if was that part of the motivation to just be like, tell those people to go suck it, be like, no, I look awesome. Actually,
No, it was, I bought a lot of cute clothes on my honeymoon in Brazil, and I really wanted to wear it.
Period.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, no, good for you. I'm so inspired by you, Anna. I wish I could like go at like 3 a.m. It would be impossible, but it's so smart. Like you figured it out. You found a time that you could go and stick to. Do you find like it's more diet or more exercise for you that helps?
Oh, it's 100% exercise. I mean, I have the world's most bizarre diet, so changing that's not going to help me.
Yeah.
I'm like the opposite of that. I have to eat fairly healthy, or if I don't, I'll feel like crap to the point I don't want to work out.
Same.
Like
I'm
my
the same
body's
way.
super sensitive.
Well, see, I'm like the pickiest eater alive, so there's like 5 things that I actually like. So if I go to change that, then I
So you
can't eat
probably
anything.
are eating really healthy.
Yeah, but you're probably not eating a ton, Anna. Like you're probably definitely burning more than you're taking in.
Probably, but I mean, I just ate a whole box of Reese's, so
Like what? The cups or the pieces?
somebody sent me I hate Reese's Pieces, the mini Reese's cups, and I ate them all. It was so good. But no, I don't eat any vegetables, so I haven't had a vegetable since I was forced to as a child.
That's
And,
amazing.
You've heard it here. The secret to weight loss: no
Yeah.
vegetables.
Well, I'm not a rabbit, so I don't see why I would ever eat them. I like fruit and stuff, but I'm meat and cheese and bread is my go-to.
Meat
That's
is
so
good.
funny. I'm the opposite. I'm like veggies. I like meat, don't get me wrong, but if you leave me to my own devices, I'm gonna eat mostly veggies.
So you and I could survive on an island together.
We definitely could.
Yeah, you would split the stuff. Let me find this photo that everyone is so mad at Anna about. It's pretty ridiculous.
Was it like people who follow you, or just like randos got on your page?
It was both. It got a lot of traction on Twitter, but
as things tend to do.
yeah, well, so on Twitter, it's like you can see who follows you, who doesn't, and on Instagram, it's like you have to go and check. But honestly, it was just from what I saw, like a bunch of guys saying, like, I would never let my wife post this. Oh, if you go on my Instagram, Chrissy, you can find the photo easier. My thumbnail. Here, or I'll send it to you.
Yeah, I'm not logged into my Instagram on this computer for some reason because I like to make my life difficult. But I actually like these tweets that people sent you. You know that you don't need to undress to panties to demonstrate that you are in good shape, right? You could be in the same pants and just show your tummy to have the same point. Narcissism exploded because of social media. There's no clean or comfortable fix for this bullshit. And then this other person says, and why are you posting these online? Can we once stop trying to get attention with their bodies? Shaking my head. Whoa.
Yeah, it was like shaming not just me, but like all women. And I'm just like, first off, that one dumbass is like, why can't you wear the same pants? I'm like, oh, I wonder why. Maybe because my belly isn't full of a baby. You know,
Mhm.
maybe it doesn't fit anymore.
These men don't get it. Okay, yeah, this is a much better photo. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. Yeah, you look awesome.
Yeah, congrats. That's amazing.
That took 6 months.
Yeah, 6 months after.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's like goals for sure. Because I'm like, I'm more than a year from having a baby, and I'm slow and steady. I finally started doing something. I finally started like getting on this app and like tracking what I'm eating and walking more. So
Honestly, Chrissy, if you just go on the treadmill, walk uphill for 3 miles an hour for 40 minutes a day, that'll make a big difference.
for real, I'm just gonna walk uphill for everywhere I go.
That's what's gonna burn all the calories and burn all that fat.
Mm-hmm.
That or swimming, but you live in New York, so that might be hell.
Well, I do. My gym has a pool.
Swimming is based. I actually went swimming earlier today. I was just telling my husband, like, you know what? Swimming is the best because you get exercise. You get to be in the sun and get tan and like that good vitamin D.
True.
And you get to have a good time.
I've been swimming like the past 3 days.
Yeah. Like it's just the best exercise. It's fun exercise.
It's low impact. It's good for
It works
flexibility.
out every muscle in your body, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. I'm going swimming this week. Russell over to Golly. Now, where did I put that rolling pin?
Oh my God, Russell.
The conservative space is infested with wolves in sheep's clothing, promoting a similarly corrupt individuals to gradually turn us all into liberals. Well, she did sound like she was saying, I forget who made the point, but I don't think Charlie Kirk wants to embarrass himself by bringing on someone like Nala Ray, and then turns out she is a straight up grifter. Then he looks stupid. He looks like he is not discerning.
Or he looks like an innocent bystander that got tricked like everybody else.
That just wanted to believe her.
I'm completely biased because she went viral after going on that whatever podcast, and when I went on it, he makes you wait like for half an hour outside before he lets you in, even though he's very strict. They're like, you have to be there at this time or else we're not letting you in, and then they make you wait outside. And one of the girls that was there, she like, because we're all talking before since he's making us all wait, and then she was just like, oh, this is what I do, and I'm just here to go viral. I'm going to say whatever I can to get famous. And then on the podcast, that she changes her story and her career like 5 different times. And I'm just, you can kind of see me when I'm because anytime she opens her mouth, I'm like, this bitch is just so full of shit. And it's like, because she changes her story the entire time. And so I'm so disillusioned now by all of that. So when I see girls like her or Nala, I'm just like, you guys are just going to say whatever you can to ride that grift and to stay relevant and to stay famous. So she's done with the OnlyFans. So she's moving on to the conservative stuff. And I don't follow any of that. But from what I've seen, the fact that she still stays in my timeline, I'm like, you do you. I don't give a shit. And stay away from me. That's how I feel.
Well,
I think it's like, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. No, you're good. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I think it's that people like, it's a nice story, right? I think it's like a nice story in this day and age. It would be great to have someone who was on OF that converted to Christianity and turned their life around. Like the principle of it sounds nice. It's enamoring, but is it really the truth? Is it really reality? I don't think so, but.
Yeah. And with the whatever podcast, I think the goal is just to wear people down because it's Scarlett was telling me she might come on later. She's done it. It's like at least 7 hours. Like it's a 7-hour filming.
It can go to like
you're
9
there.
hours.
You're there, yeah, for like basically a work day. And I don't know if they're giving them food or
no, you get plain water.
Yeah, I would need to go and have a snack midway.
I don't know how people
well,
are
if you
doing
do,
it.
you'll get yelled at like I did.
I was gonna.
Oh, right, you got yelled out
Was your experience bad? Because just
was
the fact of how long they stream seems like.
Well, no. So, like I said, they make you wait, and then so one of our old friends, mine and Chrissy's, that I went with, before we went on, she was asking me like, oh, how are you going to answer this question? How are you going to answer this question? And I told her all my answers, and then she went before me in the line.
Took your answers.
And she gave every single answer I gave, so I was like,
you should have called her out.
Yeah.
Well, we were friends at the time, and I know she's a little bit on the spectrum, so I'm like, whatever.
Was she just nervous and like, what do I say?
Well, no. So me and the host guy, we got into like a fight before the stream even started because he wouldn't let me keep my straw to like drink. And he made me pour my Starbucks into their cups, which I'm like, all right, whatever. And he said it's good for the aesthetic, and I'm like, all right, whatever. And so I pour my Starbucks into the cup, and then I keep my straw, and he's like, no, you can't have your straw. And I'm like, why not?
That's
and I'm like,
wild.
It was such bullshit. But so every other girl there is just sitting there for 20 minutes. We're like going back and forth about the straw before we even go live. And then finally he had the producer. He's like, take her straw. And so the producer came over and took my straw. And also while they're doing this, our friend's hair was really big. So they were trying to move the cameras so that way her hair wasn't blocking like 2 cameras.
What did you think of Brian?
Well, that's the person I was fighting with. So I didn't have the highest opinion.
God, I can't like. Every time I watch, just anytime a clip comes up in my feed, I can't stand. He gives such a bad vibe to me.
Unless there's a guest on with a huge labia, he's putting down every woman on the show. That's the only thing he perks up for.
He was nice to me after the stream was over. I think it was because at one point I'm just like, I'm not even going into any of this stuff, and so I just sat back and I just made funny faces at what they were talking about, and also the whole straw thing. So halfway through, I drank all my juice, and I put, I don't like the taste of water, so I have Mio that I put in it to like make it taste like fruit punch. And so I got up to go to the restroom after waiting for 45 minutes for this bitch to get out of the restroom so I could go to the bathroom and then wash my hands. And then I get back to the table, I put my Mio in my water and I stirred it with my finger, and he stops the show to yell at me, to shame me. And then all the other girls are like, bitch, you took her straw.
Yeah, your only stirring device.
That show, I feel like the vibe I get is that the people on the show are constantly like fighting to get a word in, and I hate going on podcasts where I feel like that.
Mm-hmm.
And
because then you feel like, wait, why was I invited here? Do they actually care?
Although I have seen clips where they have really good guests and good conversations, but it seems like that's the minority of the clips.
How many hours does it take to get the one good clip, though?
Well, that's why they do it so long, so they can get the short clips. That's what people actually watch. Do a lot of people actually watch the whole stream?
Sometimes if it's a train wreck.
It's so long, though.
Yeah, it's like a whole work day.
Well, see, I had watched bits and pieces of it, and I had this realization when I got there, and I'm like, okay, when you're driving on the freeway and you see a car wreck and it's like, oh my God, look what's going on. Like, that's what it's like to watch it. But when you're there, it's like, fuck, I'm in the car wreck and I can't leave.
Oh,
you know?
I'm locked in here.
And the car is off the bridge, and now we're in the water, and none of the doors open.
Yeah, and then you just can't leave.
16-bit mascot. Wow, great ladies up in this biatch. Always love SimpCast. Cheers. Thank you, 16-bit. Damian J, thanks for the 10. Hey, ladies, looking lovely this evening. Oh, somebody left. They'll be back, I hope. Cherry, she'll be back. Jeremy Parker, so good to see Anna, Cherry, and Taylor. All you ladies are so gorgeous with the capital G. We have to worry about the Ayatollah issuing a falafel. Thank you, Jeremy. Ian Slater for 5. On a lighter subject, favorite music genre from all of you? Music genre. I really like 90s, like 90s rock, really. I've been on a Sirius XM lithium kick lately because for some reason there's Sirius XM in my car. And
do they call you? They used to call me like.
Oh, you're so low, Cherry.
You're low. Uh-oh. Let me see if I can pull up your mic. All right, talk now.
This should work. Did that work?
I turned your mic way up.
Hello.
It still sounds low.
Oh, hold on.
It's probably her mic.
Why are you rolling your eyes, chat? That I like Sirius XM lithium.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay. Wait, why do I hear an echo myself? Hello. Is it better? Okay, it's better. Okay, did everyone do their genre?
Jazz for me.
Ooh, that's a better answer.
I feel like I'm a little all over the place, but I like, this is gonna sound lame. One of my girlfriends calls it like divorced dad music. But like easy listening, classic rock kind of stuff. I like a lot of like finger style guitar stuff. But I also when I skate, like I really like Jim Croce and like James Taylor and shit like that.
James Taylor, I love
But
that.
when I skate, I listen to a lot of rap music though.
For
But,
sure.
like, not
I feel like when you work out, you have to like, rap is the only thing. Mm-hmm.
But rap can be like also horrible. So
Oh yeah.
It depends.
For sure.
Okay, Anna, what about you?
Okay, I listen to like classic rock or like heavy metal.
Really?
So very different. Yeah, when I'm working out, it's like I have to listen to like Sabaton or Disturbed.
Oh, that's funny.
That's cool.
I really loved like heavy metal and stuff when I was in high school, so
It just gets me going sometimes.
Mhm.
Like when I'm in the jam, that's what I listen to.
Yeah.
I can do like some punk rock, but heavy metal is too much for me.
yeah, I feel like as a skateboarder, aren't you supposed to be like into punk music and stuff?
I know, but I
He
want
was like
to
90s
like,
alternative.
take
See
it
you
on.
later, boy.
Yeah.
I think there are a lot of skate stereotypes I don't meet.
For sure. I love
What are
that
they?
for
What
you.
are the skateboarding stereotypes?
Thinking women can have a penis.
Okay.
I don't know, like that you're like a criminal or something, or you like are always drunk. I don't know.
Really? Wow.
Do people still
skateboarders
think
are
that?
pretty-
I don't know. I guess I skate, so it's hard for me to know because like a lot of the people I hang out with are skaters, and we don't know what everyone on the outside is saying about us. But it seems like people would think you're kind of like a punk for like trespassing downtown, so you can get a video of yourself to show your friends. Like, 'cause that's what it is.
Look at this in the chat from Doc Brewski. Make Anna fat again. This is not good. This is toxic,
Stop
guys.
bullying Anna.
guys,
No, if I get pregnant again, I'll get fat again. So there you go.
So there. Just give it time, people. MK Solid. Chrissy, are there any new leads about your dad? No. And you know what? This is a good reminder. I need to call the detective up. I haven't talked to him in a long time. But probably not. I'm sort of black-pilled on it, and I haven't dealt with it. So thanks for bringing it up. Yeah, I'll have to pray about that. Damien J for 5. You look fine, Anna, and congratulations on your baby. What is she doing now? What is she up to? Like, what is she into?
Let me go see. When I came on the show, Peaches was outside with her on the grass on a blanket. So let me check my Ring app and see if they're still there.
Oh, you can see them on the Ring?
If they're in the front yard, I can. I have, I have the swings in the front yard, so she's big enough to go on them now.
Oh my gosh, the swings, that was for your dog?
Yes.
That's so cute.
Wait, your dog gets in a swing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so my stepdaughter, when we first moved here, she was little, but I got the swings, like, 'cause we have a big tree in the front yard, and so I just got like the regular swing and the baby swing, and so the regular swing was for my stepdaughter, and the baby swing was for my dog.
Oh my god.
That's so cute.
But now I have a baby, so the baby's in the baby swing.
Aw.
You have to add another swing.
I know, right?
And the dog's like, "Rumph."
Okay. I think they
Is she like babbling yet or eating solid food yet?
You know what? She makes little noises. She's going like, ah!
Aw.
Like little stuff. She's just starting to like try to crawl.
How old is she?
She's 6 months.
Oh,
I
still,
know.
Still a baby,
Still
baby.
too little.
She's
Yeah.
so big though. So when she was born, she was 4 pounds. So she was like a teeny tiny little thing.
What bambine?
And so now I'm just like, she's so big, and I'm like, stop growing, stay baby, stay little. Like we had preemie onesies for her, and they were too big for her. Like she was swimming in them, and I was going through her stuff the other day, and I held it up, and I was like, "This used to be too big for her."
What does she wear now? Is she in 6 to 9 months?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
She's getting big. I'm so sad.
He's a chunker. Yep, and she'll just get. You know what? Like they grow. I feel like they quickly go through clothes until 12 months, and then it's much slower. Like Frankie is 14 months, and he's only like solidly out of 12-month clothes now.
Oh wow!
And into like 18 months. And he for some things he's 24 months. So sizing is weird. It's all different. Junior for 5. Anna should have cosplayed as Lizzo while she was chunky. Come on, she was never even close to being Lizzo chunky.
Okay.
And after the drama between me and Liz, I'm not cosplaying as that bitch.
Wait, what's the drama? I don't know the lore.
Okay, so back before Elon bought Twitter, where you like earn your blue check mark. So when Lizzo posted this photo of her getting on a plane with her ass out, I was following this girl. I'm still following her, but her name is Olivia Coppola. She used to be Miss Universe, and so she had just got body shamed basically for going on a plane, and she had like a crop top, like bandeau type of top, and then long leggings, like high-waist leggings, and a cardigan, and they made her wear her boyfriend's jacket, or they weren't going to let her on the plane. And all of these bitches were shaming her for being like skinny and doing.
I remember this.
And well, so I talked about that and how Lizzo has her ass out and it's disgusting.
Chrissy, I can't unsee that. Why did you?
So I tweeted this. It went freaking viral. I was on British news because Lizzo was retweeting people that were calling me out and whatnot. And then I was on like Instagram and TikTok news, and my account was getting hit so much that they had to like make me verify that I was a real human.
Wow.
And it was actually funny because on Star Wars Day, I got verified, so I got my blue check mark. But Lizzo still wasn't able to ratio me, and she has over 5 million followers on Twitter, and I think I only had like 100,000 at that point. So I was like, ha, Lizzo.
So you were just pointing out the hypocrisy.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, you weren't even like directly attacking her necessarily.
Oh, I said
I don't know. Maybe
I called it inappropriate. You know,
it is inappropriate. I feel like this is gonna sound really bad, but certain clothes should only be made up to like a medium.
No, I've been saying that for years. They just shouldn't make every clothing in every size.
And like that.
Why do you need to be larger than an XXL? Like, I'm sorry, it's just the truth.
Well,
it's probably like a private plane, but still, like.
Well, it is a private plane, but the thing is, it's not her plane, so they just rent out private planes to go places. So it's not even her plane. So she was just renting it out for whatever thing that she was doing.
I can't imagine putting my bare ass on an airplane seat, even if it were a private plane.
And not only that, so those leggings don't come like that. She cut them to be like that, to make a statement.
Oh no.
Assless chaps.
Imagine being the person who has to sit in that seat after, too.
I know.
It'd be so warm.
She's less fat now.
Sticky.
She did lose weight.
Well, yeah, because I did that tweet, and then what is it called? The animation show. South Park did the Ozempic thing about Lizzo, and so she started losing weight.
I swear it was because of South Park. Then she started to really take the weight loss seriously.
And then all the fat people got mad at her.
I give her props. Like, I don't think she's taking Ozempic. I feel like she'd be losing a lot more. So I respect the fact that she's doing it the right way.
Or she's taking a tiny amount of Ozempic so people think it looks natural.
Man, the Ozempic thing scares the crap out of me. I feel
because it gives you forever diarrhea, and it's now coming out that it can make people blind.
It just to me, it seems like if you starve yourself, whether it's by taking something that's going to make you lose your appetite or not, eventually your body's going to like not trust you anymore and want to pack on weight, right? Or do you take it forever?
I think you have to take it forever.
You do. If you stop taking it, most people report that you gain all the weight back. So
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like it doesn't keep working after you stop taking it, and at that point, you have depleted yourself to a degree that your body's not going to trust you. Sometimes
Also,
I feel
I
like
have
when
to
people
know.
do that, they gain back more weight than they started with.
What is like? There is like a look that you get when you take Ozempic long enough. It's like this like
Ozempic
stare, like
It's
dead.
kinda- I think
Yeah,
it's-
what is that?
I think you get kind of hollowed out in your face, which would happen if you like lost a lot of weight anyway, but because it
But
happens
it's
so
scary
fast.
looking.
Oh, they're saying Lizzo lost weight because she was eating meat.
Huh.
Oh yeah, because she was a vegan.
Oh,
What is a
right.
vegan?
What does
A
that
vegan?
mean?
No, a vegan. Sorry.
Oh,
It'd be funny if there's a thing called vegan. I'm a vegan. I'm a vegan except for meat.
that'd be crazy.
Is that a carnivore diet? I'm a vegan.
I'm a vegan. Ozempic face. Oh, it's Ozempic butt.
I
The
mean,
face is
surgery.
sad though. It's like
That's a
there. Is
surgery right there.
that Katy Perry? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What
some
did
of
she
the-
have done?
She got on
anytime that-
Ozempic and it made her lose all that weight.
Oh, in here.
You see? It
Oh,
follows
she
you out and
looks
it
so
Oh,
beautiful.
yeah.
when it's so new and it comes out and it's like marketed as a miracle thing, I feel like there's always reason to be cautious.
It's too good to be true. You know, it's just that simple.
There you go.
Oof.
That's a good Ozempic face.
Oi. Ay, ay, ay. Oh no! Look at us.
You see
They're
what I'm
like
talking
hollow.
about?
You can
Oh
see the
my
bones in it.
god!
It's
All right,
this
he
like
looks okay. John Goodman looks all right, but yikes.
Also, like
he looks
sometimes
AZ.
I try to keep in mind too that when people post photos like this, they choose like the
The
worst
worst.
photo.
That's true. It's true. But it
It
is
makes a
something
lot of
I've
money.
noticed. You know, like even people I like that I follow that are open about being on Ozempic, it's like, yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, I've seen even like YouTubers who you can tell, and it's not like they're keeping it a secret, but it's like they don't see the massive change because they see themselves in the mirror every day, so they
Right.
don't recognize that they're starting to look like malnourished almost.
Yeah. It's almost a gauntness of the face.
I saw Adrienne Curry, who I love. I'm sure everyone loves her because she's amazing. But she posted a video
Beautiful.
the other day where she was like talking about when you're my age, like it's good to have like a couple extra pounds so you don't get gaunt in the face.
Oh, true. All right, I'm gonna see
true.
what this lady has to say about Ozempic face.
Ozempic face is this phenomena that people who use Ozempic and lose weight very quickly start to have a face which is like the aging face. Essentially, they just seem to look older. And this is not really a side effect of Ozempic or anything, but it's just what happens when you lose weight very quickly, which is what happens with Ozempic. You get looser skin, hollow cheeks, and more
You get loser skin.
visible wrinkles, which is what make you look older, kinda. Ozempic face.
Yeah, all stuff we know. Russell Hall. Yeah, I'm glad you lost weight, Anna, but I lost $100.
I don't care, Ashley. You shouldn't have bet against me.
He made a bet?
Oh, you had people betting?
I think
That's,
so.
like, really good
I'm assuming that's
motivation.
what he's. Well, so I do a show called The Jack Show, and it's like a comedy show, but it's basically me and 3 fat guys. And they've been teasing me for years that I'm gonna hit the wall. So once I got pregnant, it was like the joke that like, oh yay, you're gonna get fat now. And
It's their fault. It's the heckling is coming from inside the house. Chrome smites you. Star Wars girl #Vader. Let the hate flow through you. Rhinoceros at Taylor, Jerry Reed, Chet Atkins, Tommy Emmanuel. I don't know.
Maybe
I
the
don't know.
music
They're probably
question.
skaters, but I don't know them.
Okay.
Is it
Well-
skaters?
Chrome smite you. Ladies, did Chrissy tell you I benched 300 pounds? No, I seem to have forgotten. How impressive. Still impressive. The Blue Origin. Anna, how is Taggy doing? What's
Taggy's doing fine.
Taggy?
My skin tag that I refuse to cut off. It's the source of all of my powers.
Hold on, let's get a close up.
Okay, let me get some tweezers so I can show you because everybody gets grossed out. So this is my skin tag.
Oh my gosh.
Its name is Taggy, and
Does
I
it
will not
hurt?
cut it off. No.
Oh, wow.
I mean, if I'm wearing like a bra and it like cuts into it a little bit, but so yeah, I've had this skin tag since high school, and I refuse to cut it
Oh
off.
my god. Yeah, if it doesn't bother you.
It bothers everybody else, but
You gotta get its own separate little mini mic.
Oh my god, the chat is grossed out. The chat is going, ew, yuck. Taggy
It's
is her
unique.
source. Yeah. What does Peaches think of it?
he has no opinion. I said, should I cut it off? He's like, do whatever you want. And I'm like, you're never
Can
gonna
you
give me an
can you
answer.
just cut that off? That's terrible.
You can get them removed, yeah.
Yeah, you can get the removed, but I'm not going to because I know it bothers people.
Period. I love that.
If it doesn't bother you, like I feel like most people wouldn't even notice that.
Mm-hmm. I think I was the one that pointed it out to everyone. They got all weirded out by it.
Trump Jr. Anna's Lizzo lore is my favorite thing ever. Yeah, me too. That went so viral. Tiki the Mighty for 5. Anna should cosplay as Lizzo just to prove to Jenna Marbles that it's okay to do blackface on the internet again. Oh my god.
What happened to Jenna Marbles?
She fell off.
She
Well,
just
no,
she
she-
ended on YouTube and never came back.
She basically was like, I'm sorry that I've made perhaps like vague race in the past. I will remove myself from the internet, and just never came back.
But everyone was like, "It's okay." Like,
I
So
feel bad.
weird.
It was Jenna Marbles.
She was like a huge YouTuber.
She's like
She
one
was
of the
like one of
OG
the first
YouTubers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm.
she just got so huge so quickly, just from being kind of vaguely funny. And then I think she was just really afraid of being canceled.
Yeah.
And
She-
just took herself out.
She originally like worked for Barstool, and then she kind of just started doing her own thing, like vlogging and stuff. So
she was like vlogging before vlogging was like a thing.
yeah, I think she's definitely like an OG in that.
She used to do videos like dyeing her hair, cutting her hair, doing makeup, but they'd always be like super silly and funny. And her and her boyfriend at the time, which I think they got married, would make content together. And it was like very likable stuff. And because she had made some jokes that at the time were like not PC, she was like one of the first people that a dog pile of commenters tried to cancel, and it was really sad because she made great content that was just like chill, and you could put it on the background or watch it and just have a good time. But I hope she's doing well.
All right, let's play this clip. Jenna Marbles, this is from 2020, is quitting YouTube because in 2011 she made racist remarks towards Asians and pretended to be Nicki Minaj in blackface, which Jenna states it was a tan. In her apology, she says she's done with her channel. Yikes!
To do hurt anyone's feelings or to make anyone feel bad. So I don't want to be like upset while I say this. So give me a second. So I think I'm just gonna move on from this channel for now. I don't know if that's forever. I don't know how long it's gonna be. I want to make sure that the things that I put into the world are not hurting anyone. And yeah, I'm just gonna stop for now or forever. I don't know. I'm probably about to do to hurt anyone's feelings or to make anyone feel bad. So I'm just
grow a pair, lady.
I don't want to be like upset while I say this. So give me a second.
Oh,
So,
I'm like,
I
she's
think
repeating
I'm-
herself. Just kidding. The video repeated. Wow, she changed her look a lot. I don't know. Yeah, I guess maybe not everyone is meant to do this forever.
Well,
I mean, she probably had enough money, and her husband
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
made good money, so she could.
I was gonna
afford to.
say I think she's got her whole channel up still. I've literally gone back like once every year. I'm like, I'm gonna put on that old Jenna Marbles video because it's so funny. And she's probably still making a bunch of ad revenue off that, which good for her. Like,
what the
I
hell
think
is
she got
this?
canceled like around the time Shane Dawson did. I think it was like that whole era when everyone was getting canceled on YouTube.
I'm just like, what is going to happen here? Oh, a donut.
Is it
What
a
are we
bagel?
what are we
Is it a
watching?
donut?
We made this out of toilet paper.
Why?
Oh, this is like those DIY videos that are always awful.
So stupid. Why did I watch that?
I'm so confused.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what she became so big from. Like, what was her?
I think it was her vlogs.
Wow.
I think it was just like the perfect timing too, because YouTube was new and no one was doing that yet.
Yeah, I think she was just like early to that whole genre of YouTube.
That makes sense.
She was the trailblazer of makeup vlogs and silly comedy stuff, sketches and stuff.
All right, we talked about this. Let's see. Oh, this is kind of goes with what we were talking about before about Ozempic face and how people are supposed to look. Experts reveal what 30-year-olds should look like now and why it's changed. The perception of what 30 looks like has changed over the last few decades. Experts have weighed in on why people in their 30s look so much younger now. Age is just a number, but thanks to beauty treatments, sophisticated skincare routines, subtle plastic surgery, that number is getting harder to figure out based on how someone looks. Back in the 90s, the face of a 30-something-year-old looked very distinct, but now age-reducing procedures and modern makeup techniques has made age a lot more ambiguous. Gen Z TikTokers are regularly expressing their disbelief when they discover a celebrity has a 3 in front of their age, such as when fans were stunned to learn Bridgerton star Nicola Coughlan was 37. In March, fans were stunned over Anne Hathaway's youthful appearance after the 42-year-old showed off her stunning glow at the Montclair Grenoble Fall-Winter show, with the actress throwing people into a tailspin thanks to her flawless skin. And in May, Kris Jenner, who's almost 70, debuted a new look that left fans gushing that she appeared decades younger. Social media has certainly changed the perception of what middle age should look like. In the past, TV shows like Cheers or Seinfeld painted a very different image of what a person in their 30s looked like, with many of the characters appearing much older than what is perceived to say today of people in their 30s. Yeah, like George Costanza, I guess. Oh my God, was supposed to be 31.
Compare him to Ariana Grande.
The perception of 30 has changed because of cosmetic procedures have been normalized, especially on social media. There's George. Poor George.
Is he 30 in that picture?
He is 31 in the show. Right, he was 31 here. Whoa.
I always thought he was supposed to be like
40.
approaching 40. Yeah.
Yeah. And then here's Ariana, who is...
Do we know how old she is?
She's 31, so that's why they're comparing them.
Oh,
'Cause they're
wow.
supposed to be the same age. I think that they should be doing it with men.
Yeah.
Yes,
the
it's not
fact
fair.
that they use like a guy who obviously wouldn't care that much about
taking care of himself,
you know, like looking as good as possible, to Ariana Grande like in full glam.
I know.
Right, he's not
please.
trying to look good. He's just, that's what's nice about being a man. You can just live.
But I've seen it. You've seen like the videos from high school, like in the 80s or 90s, and all the kids look like they're 40.
Oh yeah. They just lived.
How old do you guys think I look?
Okay, hold on. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Let's do. Da, 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 da. Okay. I think you look 27.
I was gonna say 26, but I actually have no idea. Also,
I'm 30. I just turned 30.
Happy birthday! You look amazing.
Thank you.
I meant to say
I feel
25.
like we look like similar in age.
Yeah, I would have thought, I would have gauged you as 26, 27.
That's usually
For
what
sure.
I get. I also just turned 30.
Oh, wow. Look at us.
Yay! I also
Looking good.
just
for
turned 30 several years ago. Let's see. I mean, this article is not really telling us anything we don't know. Let's see.
Wait, have you? Well, I don't know if you would say or not, but have you had like any work done? I haven't done anything. 'Cause it's
Hardly.
very
Hardly, yeah.
I do the red light mask and I do retinol, but I couldn't have like somebody inject something into me. I would be.
What's a red light mask?
Oh, it's a whole thing.
what are they called? Like LED lights. If you get them at the right frequency and, you know, the right like spacing away, some of the masks they're on like Amazon are cheap and they're not really good. But there is science behind it. I looked into it because I kept seeing these things, and I have like eczema flare-ups around my eyes sometimes. And I have not had eczema around my eyes since using this thing.
Ooh.
Really?
But it was like
Send me a link.
$300, but I use it like every other day, and I just chill and relax, and I look like a serial killer for 20 minutes.
Ooh,
But
okay,
if it
maybe I'll
helps with
try it.
eczema, like
That was why I bought it, but it's supposed to help with a bunch of stuff. And maybe it's a coincidence, but I've been using it for a couple months, and I have not had any eczema, and I would
Ooh.
like above my eyelids, which is super uncomfortable. This is like way too much information.
No, I love it.
But the red light masks, I like.
we want your secrets.
Send me a link.
I'll send you a link to the one I got.
Cool.
So like, just know, like, you will scare your family if they see you in this.
Okay, they're blaming influencers and public figures. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Hold, please.
Bless you.
You know when you lose a sneeze and it like just drifts into the back of your head? Oh wow, it's gone. That's funny. I wish I could do that. I wish I could sniff away my sneeze. Okay. Influencers and public figures are sharing their injectable skin treatments and surgical tweaks. The constant visibility shifts what we think is typical for 30. The shift isn't just cultural, it's psychological. This is happening because repetition changes how the brain sets expectations. When someone sees the same kind of edited or altered face over and over, the brain will start to treat that image as the baseline. It becomes the new normal, even though it's not natural or accurate. Gee, I wonder if that is what kind of like Kim Kardashian's look has become, because I see so many women who get the same kind of treatments. Like they have the same, even Megan Fox now. And I think you shared a photo of her that was,
well, that one was edited, but the one that I saw that wasn't edited, I'm like, she still looks crazy.
Yeah, like it's just the like
It's especially sad when it's like a really gorgeous woman who actually takes away from her looks by doing too much stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's like pictures of Kim Kardashian when she was like a teenager. She was so beautiful. And she still is, don't get me wrong, but she didn't do any of that stuff.
If you see pictures and video of her from when she used to be Paris Hilton's assistant, she looks so different. She looks regular.
Let me
say. She looks regular AF.
But still like stand out for that time, I would say.
Yeah.
She looks more like ethnic, of like whatever, like her dad, whatever her dad's ethnic. Yeah.
Definitely.
Ethnic.
It's kind of like that type of plastic surgery face with like lifted eyes and the bigger lips and like perfect nose. It's like its own ethnicity. Now people are gonna look back at photos and be like, where are these people from? It'll be like, they're from the office down the road.
What used to be considered early signs of aging is now something people feel they need to erase before it fully appears. I mean, I'm all for that. If you can do it in a way that looks natural and you don't look crazy and you can afford it, and why not?
There's nothing wrong with like a little tox, a little Botox. It's okay. Just stop there. But
oh my gosh, she looks so ethnic.
It can be
You're
done
looking
like
at
really
Kardashian.
Yeah, here I'll put it. I'm looking at in the private chat.
The whole like preventative Botox stuff kind of freaks me out though, because I feel like more and more women are like, yes, they're not having wrinkles, but they're getting older and just looking really strange.
You do not need Botox until
She
you
looks
hit 30. You
so
don't.
different. Oh, her
Wow.
face is like more angular now. Her cheekbones are more pronounced and higher.
Nose job, man.
The nose, the nose job is huge.
That is like jarring. Wow.
It's a different person, man.
Yeah.
Totally different.
She still looks great. It's just like, whoa, that is not the Kim Kardashian we see today,
It's like her face has been like filtered with a face tune. Yeah.
I do have, this is going to sound strange, but like people who do that, I respect the balls to commit to something and go under the knife like that with all the risks and just like put your trust in someone. I could never. I would have a panic attack.
Well, they've got the best of the best people.
That's true. That's very true.
But even the best of the best people, like things can go really wrong.
It's true.
My husband would
Are
kill
there any
me.
celebrities who have died from plastic surgeries? There's got to be.
Yeah, Joan Rivers, but that was for something else.
People think
Yeah.
that was like
She got.
about it.
Joan Rivers is the OG.
Mm-hmm. Okay, wow, this is another funny example. 30 years ago, 50 was kind of middle age. I think a lot of people think middle age may be 70 now. Who has worked as a plastic surgeon for 30 years, continued. Okay, so this is the cast of Cheers. Remember Cheers, guys?
Oh yeah, all of them are old.
Oh, wow, look at Woody Harrelson. He looks so young here. And they were, oh, wow, all in their 30s. I think they all look like they're in their 30s, except for Frasier. He looks older.
I wonder though too if they were like dressed in more modern stuff with like not a hairstyle that looked of the time, if they would look younger to us.
Kirstie Alley looks amazing. I forget
Have
how
you
hot
seen
she
those
is.
Golden Girl AI things where it shows them like because they're all in like their early 50s, and it's
Yeah.
like here's how they would look like now if they were styled now.
No.
They give them like new hair and they're gorgeous.
Yeah.
I mean, they're already gorgeous, but
I
they
must find it.
don't look like little old ladies when they give them makeup and hair.
Golden Girls AI, you
I
say?
feel like once you turned like 46, you got the old lady fro, and you just went like once a week to get your hair done.
You got like a perm.
Yeah. Like the hair that all of our grandmas probably have.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They love their perms. Oh, I can't find what you're talking about. Was this on YouTube or Twitter, Anna?
It was on Instagram.
I think
Also,
I
I
saw
can
the
find
clip you're
it.
talking about.
Rebecca, Cliff, and Norm are all dead now. That's so sad. Yoda be pimpin'. Jenna Marbles should tell everyone to F off. I agree.
Period.
Honestly, by like still making a bunch of money off her YouTube, she kind of is without saying it.
Sure.
True.
I
Zato,
mean, I would
Skibbity
imagine
Toilet,
it is
a
monetized.
thoughts
I don't know.
panel. Would you expose your children to it? No. My stepson says it's brain rot. I haven't watched it. I just
I don't know what
trust
it
him.
is.
I hear it and it doesn't sound good. Like I hear little kids referencing it, and I don't know.
What
I
is
don't
it?
know what it is.
I don't know
but
what it is. I don't want to know what it is.
This
Me either.
winter, every time I would search my ski resort that's nearby to see like what runs were open and how the weather was, the website is called skibittersweet.com. So I'd start typing it in and it would give me this.
Oh, that's funny. That's really funny. Ski Bittersweet.
I'd get halfway through and I'm like, what in the hell?
That's great. Strange Lunatic Chris, did you hear about the church in Michigan? No.
What
Jeremy
happened?
Parker's Cherry looks 23.
Period.
And opinions on
If
Sophie
you would have
Cunningham.
told me that, I would have believed that. for
Oh,
sure.
stop.
True, because you did kind of front load it, like, how old do I look? So then I went up a little more.
Well, that's all right. I think I look my age, but
You look great. Who is Sophie Cunningham? I don't know, Jeremy.
I'm not sure either.
Chrome smites you. I'm an ex-cop truck driver. Hashtag 0 fucks given. Ooh, what a catch. Let me, oh God, pull up this
So
letter.
what happened in Michigan at a church?
I don't know. What's this thing?
They can't leave us hanging.
They did. Oh, wow. It's so different.
oh my, that's crazy.
What year is this?
Look
It has
at
to be
Paris
like
Hilton.
2005 or
2001 or something?
2005 or 6, I think.
Okay.
Wow. It's like she still looks great there. You know,
Yeah.
it's just so weird, so dystopian.
But she looks like a regular chick.
Yeah, she looks like the hot, like, foreign girl next door.
Yeah. She looks like the popular ethnic girl in high
Mhm.
school.
I think she was.
Yeah, she for sure
Yeah.
was. Who is the other lady? Russell. That was Paris Hilton. Silly. Okay.
Paris still looks very similar.
Yeah, she looks
She
really
does look
good.
the same. Okay, do we? What do you guys feel about what's going on with the Iran stuff? Do we care? Is it going to bum everyone out to talk about it? I don't know. I think people are just getting used to having a president who's doing stuff, which we didn't have for the last 4 years.
I have
feel like
opinions. I don't know if we want to get into it.
That's a heavy topic.
Let's get
It is
into
heavy.
it.
I've avoided the news. Honestly, every time something big happens, I kind of avoid the news for a day or two to kind of like ease myself into it. But this is the first time in my life I've really felt like I can trust our president like a lot. Trump is, I think, like he's got to be one of the most liked politicians of all time. The way that people trust him and believe in him, and I trust him. I think that he will make good decisions and has made good decisions.
You have to. You want to put your faith in the president, no matter what.
Well, you always want to, but this is the first time I feel like I can.
I think it's tough for me because I love Trump. I respect Trump. I can sit here and understand that Trump probably has a lot of like intel that I don't know, but I definitely don't appreciate the fact that we are entering another foreign war. When you grow up, like I grew up hearing about 9/11 and it's all these foreign wars and there's always weapons of mass destruction in the Middle East. Like it does get tired hearing this conversation over and over again. I'd prefer not to get involved in it, but you know, right now as it stands personally, I'm just going to sit back. I'm going to trust Trump, but I definitely am not going to hold my breath at the same time. So I feel like it's just one of these things, like the airstrikes are one thing. We're just going to have to see how it goes from here. But
yeah, it is nerve-wracking. I thought this was interesting. B-2 bomber pilots had toilet, microwave, and a cooler for snacks on their 37-hour Fordow bombing raid. That's what I really care about. Like, what?
They make it sound like that's like so luxurious. Like,
what are their snacks?
The cooler.
Yeah, what are their snacks? What are they eating? Are they sleeping? The B-2 stealth bombers used to attack the Fordo nuclear enrichment plant are equipped with toilets and microwaves, and usually a cooler for snacks to make life more comfortable for the pilots who were stuck in the cockpit for the 37-hour trip. Yeah, they probably have to be on like stimulants to not fall asleep for that long.
that's very common in the Army. It's been very common in other armies to be on stimulants, so I wouldn't be surprised. But
the 37-hour trip from Missouri to Iran and back. Oof. And probably no time to pick up any kind of souvenirs. The fleet of it, like, you know, Iran, like my dad went to Iran and all I got was this lousy t-shirt. The fleet of advanced American bombers, originally designed to drop nukes on the Soviet Union, took off from the Whiteman Air Force Base outside Kansas City on Friday for an 18-hour ride across the world, refueling several times midair. Oh, that's cool. For such long trips to be bearable, the high-tech bombers have their cockpits outfitted with mini fridges and a microwave oven to keep their... Ooh, what are they eating? I have to know. Cool. Oh, so many buttons, so many knobs. That would intimidate me.
definitely respect to our troops, though. Like, I'm so happy to hear that we accomplished the mission and came back safe. Like, that's honestly incredible. It is a testament to the American, armed forces. So I'm glad to hear that everyone made it back okay, for sure.
Yeah, they seem to be like on top of their ship. Mm-hmm. And just like any plane equipped for long haul flights, the B-52 has a toilet too. There's also enough room for one pilot to lay down and rest while the other one flies. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, so they take shifts.
Okay. That makes sense. The B-52 entered in 1997. Each one cost more than $2 billion, and the U.S. Air Force has 19 after losing one in a crash in 2008. Oh, wow.
I know the B-52s are like some of the best that we have, so it makes sense that we have amenities on those for them.
Isn't that a band? It was a band.
Yeah, I think it is.
What can do? They talk about us telling lies. Well, that's a surprise. Can you?
You're so right.
The Go-Go's?
My
dad
doesn't matter what they say. People say.
Actually, I think my dad told me that they played his prom.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he grew up in Southern California. So I listened to that album a lot as a kid. I still do sometimes.
3 B-52 bombers did a fake out towards West Guam. Ooh, a fake out. Wow, there were 7 that went. Oh, it's just a straight shot. Boop. Seems easy.
But you have to go over Iraq. You know? That's a little...
The Iraq. Yeah, it looks like
interesting.
I don't think they're going to tell me what snacks they were eating. Long, grueling flights. Okay, more charts. Oh, man. I don't think they're going to tell us what they eat.
Come on.
It marked the first time that the U.S. used the massive 15-ton GBU-57 bunker buster bombs in a military attack. There is not another military in the world that could have done this.
If they're really on stimulants, maybe they don't eat.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, wait, it is nerve-wracking for sure, and we feel sort of like, oh, really, Zach? I have 80s brain damage. Okay, enjoy your ban. I hope you enjoyed your time here in the chat. I think we were like spoiled by Trump's first term of no new wars. And,
I think we were.
And it just seems kind of a...
Well, listen. I mean, Miriam Adelson donated $100 million to Trump's campaign. He owes a lot of favors to a lot of people.
Yeah, who is
this
she?
campaign? She is a very prominent figure in Israel. So he owes a lot of favors, you know.
100 and how much? How many dollars?
100 million. 100 million.
What?
She donated.
How does she have so? What did she do to have this much money?
These are powerful people. They're very well connected. You know, it's just it is what it is. So he's got favors to return, and I think, you know, I'm always like hesitant to speak about foreign affairs because I care about America. I care about what happens here, and that's what I focus on. But I can say, like, I do feel like Trump has missed the mark a little bit this term with some things that he could be doing here at home. I understand, like, threats from Iran are serious. We probably have to focus on those as they happen. But I do think there is a large chunk of the MAGA base that doesn't want a war, another Middle Eastern war. Yeah. So we're just going to have to see what happens. I mean, all I can say is I'd rather have Trump in office than Kamala. I think we can all agree on that. But
that would be scary as hell.
I don't want a war, but like, I also feel like Islamic countries like Iran that have a regime like that, they hate us too. Like, we're on their list.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want them to have weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah, I don't want anybody who hates us so passionately.
We're not that far down on the list.
Yeah.
But like, I of course I don't want a war, but I don't want there to be like terrorist attacks on Americans or on Christians here or on Israel either. I really like Israel. It's like the only democracy in the Middle East, and I think that's a good thing that there's something like that there.
Well, I definitely think it's unfortunate too, because I personally feel like the Biden administration set up the Trump administration for this whole situation. So I actually blame Biden a lot for this, and I think it's really unfortunate because I do think it could perhaps be a stain on the Trump admin, and I fully blame Biden for that. Like, he's the one who let all of this happen. So
I feel like that for like a lot of issues, Trump had a serious job coming in and cleaning up after them.
Yep.
And no one's got more stains in their back end than Biden. So
right, he's an expert on stains.
Morris, forget Taggy. Tell them about being pew wound or the eyeball blowhole. I don't know what any of that means. I think that's for Anna.
Oh, here.
Okay, you're gonna have to explain what that is to
You know
Taylor.
what it
and
is. I was
Okay.
born with I was born
I
with that tear duct, and I had to have surgery when I was a kid. It's a genetic thing that runs in my family. But so
Wait, go get a candle.
oh, I can blow on a candle. I can suck
No
stuff with
way.
a straw. Well,
No,
here,
you
so
don't actually have to. I was
okay,
just
so
kidding.
you see this little thing like that?
Uh-huh.
There's none on that side. You see it?
No tear duct there.
Really?
If I had a straw, I could I've been able to suck juice up a straw.
Oh my
Stop.
God.
Your eye.
Okay, but so I was born without a tear duct, and so what happens is this little thing on this side produces the water that keeps your eye moist, and then this one in the corner circulates it and drains it. And so
Oh.
without this one, my eye constantly leaks, so I look like I was crying.
I didn't know they had two different jobs.
Yeah.
Well, there's two different things in your eye. So the one over here, that's if you get punched right here, you start crying automatically, or right here. But so this one creates it, and then it's gotta get over the entire eyeball, so it circulates it, and then this one drains everything, so your eyes aren't constantly leaking. But that's why when you cry, they swell up, and then they can't drain it, so you cry. So without it, I constantly cried, and I could never stop. So I got surgery. They took out some bones in my nose. That's why I have this little dent, because there used to be a bone here. Now there's not one.
Wow.
And then they put a tube through my skull. So it went from in here, through my eye, all the way down to the back of my throat. And I played water polo in high school, so I got punched in the face a lot. And it broke. So half of it is still in my head, but the other half, I sneezed and it popped out.
Oh my God.
When was this? When did you pop out that part?
I was in high school. I don't know. But it came out, but the rest of the tube is still in there. So, but it's the doctor that did it, he did it such a bad job. He actually fled the country because my parents were going to sue him. That's how shitty of a doctor it is. So when we were talking about surgery earlier, it's oh, trust me, I know.
That's why I'm why do something unnecessary?
Well, it made my mom had the surgery when she was a kid.
So your mom has the same thing too?
Yeah, so my mom, my grandma, it's a genetic thing that runs in my family. So my mom's had the surgery. I obviously had the surgery. My grandma had the surgery. But they always try to update it to do it better. But the tube that they gave me was ginormous because they're oh, you'll grow into it, not taking into account that I was always going to be petite.
Oh, wow.
But so it popped out, but so I still have half the tube in there. So it's in my skull and it's down in my throat.
Wow.
And the only way to remove it, you would think just pull it out, right? But no, because the doctor did such a bad job. It's connected to a bunch of my nerves. So the only way to get out this tube is to cut my face in half and get it out.
No, stop it.
Yeah, so I'm not
Stop.
doing this. So I'll live with it, but the only problem with that is I can't chug anything because it'll come back up. If I get a bloody nose, it comes out of my eye, it goes into my throat.
Oh my gosh.
So when I'm talking, I usually have to wear glasses to drive, but water squirts out of my eye as I'm just living my life. So the inside of my glasses always have spots on it.
Is that pretty rare?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever met anyone without it that wasn't a part of my family.
So
I definitely
do
have
your
it.
kids
That's really
have
cool.
it, or I don't know how many kids you have, but does your
No, she does not have it. Yes,
That's
or that we know.
cool. That they were able to test her for that already?
No, I just asked them to check. The same thing with my feet. So my toes were also webbed when I was born, so they cut it.
Really?
I know. So on my Twitter, it says I'm a mutant because I am, because I have all these weird mutations. But yeah, no, it's just a genetic thing that runs in my family on my mom's side.
You should have kept the web feet and became a swimmer.
I had not. You know what? I am a swimmer, but my parents did it on the operating table right after I popped out of my mom. They're oh, we'll just cut it, but they didn't cut all the way. So
I feel like I would probably do that if I were a parent too. If I had a child.
All right, I'm gonna blow through these a couple more supers, and then I'll bring in our Scarlet. Russell Hall. Yeah, Trump's decisions making has been, shall we say, not so good lately. I think his nerves finally snapped. Rhinoceros, but how can I even forget her claim to fame was getting pissed on by Ray J, who did unalive someone with a car. Oh wow, right, forgot about that. That was for Kim Kardashian. Deranged lunatic. Somebody went pew pew at a church in Michigan. Oh, okay.
Was that today?
I guess
today
so.
was today.
Trump just endorsed regime change. Lol. Tears. I guess it's a whole new Trump now. Chrome smites you. All hail Trump. See enemies driven before us, ladies. Thank you, Chrome.
I feel like if you really want to talk about that, Chrissy, you should have Nina on since she's from Iran.
Oh, that's a good idea. Russell Hall for 5. Let's be clear. Iran was not threatening anybody. To the contrary, they were about to turn over their enriched uranium to Russia for safekeeping. Interesting.
I'm sure Putin would have loved
I've
that.
heard that.
Swift -1 for 5. Anna barely knows her own address. Never mind Iran and Israel, but support Anna's iBook.
Thank you. Fun fact, I actually met the president of Israel once when I was in college.
Wow.
You've lived so many lives.
It's just random shit happens. No, one of my
Yeah.
friends that I would play video games with, well, they would play video games, I would watch. He's like, oh yeah, my grandpa's coming over, and because he's from Israel, so they don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but it was during Thanksgiving break, and all the street was blocked off, and we just like, oh, it's construction. Oh, somebody committed a crime. Something happened. No, it's because his grandpa was there, and his grandpa was the president. And it's like,
Wow. That's really
Amazing.
cool. Rhinoceros for 5. Let's not forget Hillary and Obama gave Iran the uranium and the money for everything.
That's true.
Thanks a lot,
Sorta.
guys. Scarlett, are we ready? Oh my God, it's Scarlett!
Hey, what are you doing? Hey,
What's new? What's poppin'?
My hotspot. Hi, how's everybody doing?
You're in a car.
Again, yeah. That's a car life. Stop life. Stop in life.
What's new? Give us an update since we last saw you.
I got a new battery in my car, so I can use the light in here, and I still don't have the heat or AC working, but I'm gonna fix that because I'm a mechanical girl. I do stuff. I like to work hard. In the Midwest here, we work hard.
Okay, good. I love that. And I
I'm
want
very
to show
happy.
you.
I'm really happy.
I want to show these photos that Anna found of the Golden Girls, what they would look like today. This is so funny. Wow, though.
This isn't what I saw. This is something different.
oh, there's like different versions, but I was just sending what I found. I've never actually watched the Golden Girls, so I don't know if this matches their personalities or not.
Betty White looks hot.
They both look hot, honestly.
I know it's the top right.
This is Betty White. Yeah.
Wow.
And this is her with like filters and longer hair.
I like her all the way she come.
I like it, the OG. Let me show this other photo. This is funny too. Bum, 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 bum. This is the whole gang. Wow. Okay, this is with like obvious face tune. Rose.
Now it's the Real Housewives.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. This is so funny. And this is Blanche.
Are they related?
In the show?
Oh, it is a show. They're not fake.
The Golden Girls? You remember
Oh
the
yeah, but they look like they somehow got mixed into some blender.
This is Golden Girls with filters.
Oh yeah, okay.
So this is Blanche Dubois, I think, and this is Betty White, and this is this is Rose, the old and then shoot, what the hell is her name?
I thought Sophia was the old one.
Sophia's the old one. Shoot. Is this Rose? Yeah, I think this is Rose.
Rose is a good name.
Or is it? It's Blanche. It's Sophia. Shoot, what are the other two? I'm blanking. Oh yeah, Blanche Devereaux. Thank you.
Marge.
Dorothy. Thank you.
Oh.
Okay, Dorothy, and then Dorothy's mom was Sophia. Okay, you guys are on. And Betty. Oh, Rose was Betty White. Rose was Betty White. Okay. That's who it is. This is Rose. That's Blanche. That's Dorothy. That's Sophia. They were the first Sex in the City.
They're like the golden goose of chickens.
Exactly.
Like raising hens in the hen house and the coop and stuff. You got the golden goose. You got Meryl Streep in there, and you got Betty White.
Push Up says, which Israeli president was it? Shimon Peres?
He was in, okay, I don't remember his name. This is a long time ago, and he was in some commercial. Because then my friend was like, "No, he really is the president. Like, look, here's this commercial." And he's like, jumps out of an airplane in it. So whatever.
Oh.
And he died a few years ago. I saw
Like
some
snakes
posts
on
about
a
it.
plane. Snakes on a plane.
Oh.
Yeah.
David Sumner, filmmaker for 10. I don't get how anyone can look at Israel, a tiny country surrounded by 500 million Muslims who want them dead, and not feel at least a grudging respect for their refusal to die. Good
That's
point.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's got to be awkward and tense. Russell Hall for 5. Anna would know. She's seen more of the Golden Girls than most people would care to imagine.
I've never seen the Golden Girls.
Stewie felt, I think I've seen that movie. LOL. Okay, Scarlett, did you how are things with your boyfriend?
Well, I probably shouldn't talk about that. I won't talk about that.
Okay, he's
I
right
love
there.
him very much.
Okay.
But no, he's not here. He's not here. But
Okay.
I love him very much, and it's just part of life to love people and die at certain points in life. We all die, at certain points.
Yes,
We all live.
part
We
of
live
life.
this life, we live, and then we die. It's not a destination. It's a journey, and
It's
everybody
true.
will tell you that. Nothing is
But
supposed
he's
to always go
alive,
away.
right?
He is
of course.
still, yeah.
Not
Okay.
in my time.
Yeah, why'd you
Like,
bring
me,
up
I
death?
wish. Yeah, I wish. Like,
Okay,
I wish
good.
I was like, I'm from Wisconsin, so that we do that out here. But like,
I'm from
come on now.
Minnesota, so I'm your neighbor.
Oh, I love you, little soda pop girl. Minnesota.
Yup,
Oh,
Minnesota.
I'm Minnesota girl. Taylor. Silverman.
I'm in Michigan,
I like
also
that.
Midwest, but different.
Yeah, we're like boom, boom, boom.
With like the trifecta.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Okay.
Something like that.
I talked about
Close
this.
enough.
I talked about this. I talked about this. Let me
Yeah, it's
see.
darn hot here as hell. Got
It's like
hot.
100 degrees.
It was hot in New York today. It was a heat
Yeah. Oh my
advisory.
gosh.
It was like 91.
It
So
was
this-
like 95. I went to the beach all day. It was amazing.
You guys, I
Ooh.
made
It
a
felt like
mistake.
bathwater.
So, you guys like Tesla at all? I don't know about you, but my car's an old car. It's like 25 years old. So, a Tesla tries to cut me off because, they try to speed around with their like vacuum zoom power, like the spaceship.
what they
things
do.
are. And then I just rolled down my window. I had enough. And I don't have road rage, but I just put my hand out the window and I just kind of brought in a few fingers on each side and then left one in the middle. And then what I did was I just did that. And then we came up to the stop sign. And guess what? Instead of turning like they wanted to, they pulled up right behind me, right alongside me, rolled down their window and said, "Your car is a cheap piece of whatever." I said, "Okay, cool. I must go like love you must," or whatever I said. Go support him. He left Trump in our administration. He left us and he went for the business and he went for the, what you can't blame him, but she's like one of these Madison girls that go to school here and get the free scholarships and stuff like that. So, I don't have road rage, but she chased me and all I did was put my hand out the window. I really was not, because I don't have the anger, but this day, my car, like I can't get it replaced. It's so old that if they're in junkyards, they have graveyards for Saab. It's in a graveyard. That's why you saw.
You have a Saab?
Yeah, it's so cute. I love it.
That's my mom. That was like my mom's first car, so that's so funny.
I can't even set out my lights. It's been illegal for about 10 years, but nobody cares about that, right? So
There's gonna be a
I
Tesla
did it
cam
myself.
video of you out with you flipping off a Tesla and them
Oh,
saying you
well,
like
no, my car is a Tesla. My car is so expensive. Look at your cheap car, and I just think, oh gosh, something's leaking out my car. What? See how
Is
that's
it you? Are
that's-
you leaking, Scarlett?
that something's leaking? Okay, there is a coolant problem. I just bought new coolant. The girl.
Are you in a Tesla right now?
Oh hell no!
Oh no.
I'm
Okay.
American. I'm American. American girl.
Here
I
we
got
go.
American flag here in my Tesla. Or
First
not
up
in my,
says-
in my shop.
Yep, Shimon Peres, father of Israel's nuclear program and the guy who saved Israel from 500% inflation. Interesting guy. Cool.
He was very nice. Very thick accent.
Oh. Chrome Smike. Scarlett, stay beautiful. Minnesota trucker fan. Oh, you have a
Hey,
fan?
cool.
Fan.
Yeah, keep riding the truckers. I'm at a Quick Trip, yo. And we love our Quick Trips out in the Midwest. I worked at one for like 5 years. You always say, see you next time. And they got secret shoppers that will look at your name tag, analyze you. So I pretend I'm a secret shopper now when I go in there because there was a bug on my lettuce and I just look at them. Thank you so much. I love this.
How do you pretend to be a secret shopper?
So it's something that you got to go through 17 hours of training with the camera watching you, and you have no access to phone, no access to food or water. Well, you get water and you get soda, but you don't get food. And then, anyways, Quick Trip is my favorite place in the world. I love it. I mean, I spent so much.
Is it like Quick Check?
It's like Buc-ee's. It's like a toned down Buc-ee's.
Or it's like if Jack in the Box out west, which I love Jack in the Box because, I mean, we're pretty practical out here in the Midwest. Like, I mean, I'm driving with one headlight and, I mean, my emergency brake, I don't know, like you have to brake it. So I told the guy that fixed my tires, said, you drive it into the bay, but they want us to think they can drive a stick shift and then, but it'll cut his hand open if you try to put the brake out. I mean, I did it myself. That's how I know. I broke the brake one night. I was really mad about the election. Some stuff during the election, I was really angry, so I broke my emergency brake. I think it was an accident. I was just pushing it up so hard that it just came out in my hand, and I'm like, uh-oh, this hasn't happened before.
Which election?
This last election. I mean, I like the turnout, obviously, and I like the way everything's going right now. And I've just kind of spent a little bit of time away from politics recently, but it's not been helpful to me. But it's been good for my Saab because I can work on her. I've been working on her in the garage all night.
That's good.
Uh-oh.
Who's
Tesla
that coming?
tries to race me. Tesla's trying to race. And I say, you guys are quiet.
I'm so worried about weirdos coming up to you. I don't know why.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So I'm prepared now. I'm really prepared.
You're just hanging out in a parking lot by yourself.
In my trunk, I got a bunch of stuff that could blow up at any time. Well, it's not that. It's a subwoofer, guys. So a subwoofer. You guys ever heard of subwoofers?
It's like a bass in your car.
And it's like all these open wires where I'm like, maybe I got to install the ground wire and nut it like to the base.
Nut it.
It grounds the wire so that the power card. So I did one of them before the other, like you're jump starting a battery, but you're supposed to do positive or negative before or after. And I always forget. So I almost like cue myself, and then there were like sparks in the back of my car, and something was smelling when I was driving. I'm like, I got the subwoofer off. I got the subwoofer off, and I said, but I would happily sleep in my car. It's just not comfortable. I've tried.
Don't sleep in your car. Stewie Felt says Scarlett is a meerkat gal. Oh, like you would be a meerkat.
I mean, I've replaced and broken in my car a couple times because I installed a window resistor into the window regulator. It's called.
You know a lot about cars.
So, it's because this tariff. I mean, this was a foreign car. This was made by the Swedes. The Swedes. And then GMC America bought it. So, yeah, go America. We bought it. And then we went bankrupt. I think GMC went bankrupt. I'm not sure. I have to do my research.
We have an interesting question here from My Tigger. Thank you for the 20. A recent stat reveals that 3.78 million women, approximately 10% of young U.S. women ages 18 to 24, are on OnlyFans as content creators. What are your guys' thoughts on this, considering the declining number of relationships in the U.S.? I actually, I mean, you can easily draw these two things together, these two statistics, but I also think that they're kind of separate. I think women are just if there was something like this for men would absolutely take advantage of it just as much. It's capitalism. There is if there weren't men creating the demand for this, there would not be women to create the supply. So I think if men were to stop consuming, then there wouldn't be as many women on OnlyFans. So you can't really shame women. And also, I think
some of these women.
I think there's far less relationships. There's far less marriage. It's not a
chicken and the egg question.
There's not as much respect around marriage, and it's not. People can get divorced so easily. They don't take it as seriously as they should.
Is that a real statistic? 1 in 10 women 18 to 24?
Yeah, that would make sense.
Insane.
Let's see, percent.
That
Let's
means
ask
just
Rock.
looking around, I'm gonna see an OnlyFans
There's
girl
new
if
stuff
I see
going
a bunch of people in a day.
I'm gonna ask Grok. Grok.
That seems
what
so high.
percentage?
But 18 to 24 is like a very specific group of women.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but still, also with like
It's girls that just left their parents' house and are in college.
Yeah.
What else do they do?
If there was any group of women to be susceptible to this, it would be that group.
I see like so many young women that are going more in like a traditional direction, like even more so than in like our generation. So that's surprising to me. That's sad.
I wish I
if
could
that's
say the
true.
same.
10 to 12% of U.S. women aged 18 to 24 are on OnlyFans, based
Doesn't
on an
surprise me.
estimated 1.2
Wow,
million
what
women in this.
life is.
Wow.
I wonder if there's a stat on what percentage of men that age are subscribed to it.
Ooh.
Like, is it just like the weird 1% or like a ton
No.
of men doing it?
My guess would be it's a lot of them.
We're doing 18 to 24?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do the same
Darn,
age
it gets
range.
younger and younger every year. Go back in the 1970s, 80s. I was watching some old like Chronicle stuff that came into my YouTube wormhole, and it was like some of these I don't want to say the word, but they literally were like, well, maybe the girls were 15, 16, and wow, I'm like, how did they let this happen? Well, listen to Stray Cat Blues by the Rolling Stones. I know you're only 15 years old, but I don't want to see your ID.
Wow.
Okay, so as of 2023, 2025, OnlyFans reportedly has 190 to 220 million registered users globally, with approximately 40 to 43% from the US. That's roughly 76 to 94 million American users.
Mhm.
Whoa, I didn't know it was that many.
I
So
don't know, it doesn't
54 to
surprise me.
54 to 74 million US male subscribers across all ages.
It's like you said, Chrissy. I mean, there's men who are meeting this demand.
Mm-hmm.
But
I
it's
think
like
it's inhumane.
also if women stopped making it.
It would never. Why would women stop making it when they can make easy money?
True, there are
And
women who are
there's
gonna
so
do
much
that,
demand.
take advantage of it.
It's a chicken and it's a chicken and the egg question. Both men and women are complicit in this, and there's no like you can blame it on the women, you can blame it on the men. At some point, we all just got to stop partaking. It's just that simple. But that's not going to happen.
Scarlett, do you still do OnlyFans, or do you do more
No,
like?
I don't. But I started in 2020 when it said I was in like the top few percent, or at least. And then all I did was like talk to people and have fun, because I didn't have like a lot of friends then, because I was in college at UW Medicine and like everybody's liberal, so it was just very hard to make friends here. And I tried to make friends, but I didn't even know I was even political. But when I got hit by a Eat Street driver on my bike, biking for Jamie Johns in a crosswalk, and then they didn't, like, I'm like, what do I do? You ruined my bike. Oh, ATM, they say. And then they give me like $50, and that's worth it. I mean, as a self-employed individual, like, I guess I heard Trump wants to give 5,000 or something. What is it? He wants to give some sort of credit. Did you guys hear about that? To like self-employed people or something? Because
I heard like no tax on tips, but I didn't know he was gonna.
Emergency room a couple weeks ago, and that's why I'm with my boyfriend. He saved my life, and things got real after that, because it was I didn't remember anything, and it wasn't anything like negative. It was just something like that happened. I fell off a bike, and that was my fault. And when that happens, he's there for me, and I love him. And I thought we were done after that, but yeah, maybe I'm extra fuel to fill that tank one more time. I don't know.
Stewie felt as Scarlett is considered a MILF now, if that tells you anything.
Hey, what does that mean? Do I look
Is
MILF?
it true? I don't know. Maybe your age range. I don't know.
No, I think it is. Yeah, I guess maybe so. I guess we could say that. But I also got in the industry much later than 18. So like I felt like when I got into the industry, I had to tell myself in my little apartment where it was like there was centipedes crawling around, and I was sleeping on the futon or on the floor because I had to get up at a certain time because I worked till 4 a.m. So I wanted to get up in time for class, so I slept on the floor. And my mom's like, "Why do you sleep on the floor?" So that I wake up for my alarm. You know, I literally made myself do that. I was that mean to myself. And then when I finally got an agent and got in the industry, I thought that it was about 2020 during COVID, and everybody was sick, and everybody was like, it was like an apocalypse, zombie apocalypse. And I thought, well, why don't I just start, I don't know, doing something different? Like, because my teachers were so mean to me in school, but like it wasn't necessarily, it was more mean as a sort of a mean where it's like, you got to try. I believe in you, try harder, be mean. And then
They're
if you're
motivating
in a
you.
sport, if you're in a sport, like you're a coach, you will do that to your athlete. And I did it, and I did really well in sports, like in high school. Like I won a state championship in high school, and that was never something that I tried to do. It was just something that I made myself do in my mind. So the way I felt is when I got into college, here's people you're paying like $6,000 or $7,000 a semester just for the tuition, and another couple thousand just to live in a dorm where you could get fungus in the bathroom stalls or whatever, take a shower and whatever, and then you know that's the kind of life you're living in. And then you have 3 jobs, and then you're not eligible for scholarships because you're white.
True. Chrome Smite says, Scarlett, come to southern Minnesota. A little drama.
Wait, I have a question. So
Liberal out there.
you started in like 2020, you said?
Yeah, I am.
Do you think you would have if it like the year hadn't been like that, if there wasn't all the lockdowns and stuff? Do you think that contributed to that decision? Because I feel like, I wonder, actually, could we look up the stat? Was there a big increase in OnlyFans creators
There was.
in 2020?
There was.
When did OnlyFans
October 2020 about start? And I didn't actually join off of my photographer that we were just taking pictures outside in Madison, like totally glamour photos. Everything was G-rated. He's like, why don't you just let the wind blow your shirt open or something? And then I'm like, why would I do that? Because I was just a normal girl like every other girl. And then what happened was he's like, well, for the OFE, OF.
To answer your question, August 2019, OnlyFans had 7 million users. By January 2020, this is not even before the pandemic, the user base was 13.5 million.
It almost doubled in a...
End of December 2020, OnlyFans had 85 million registered users.
And that's users, not creators.
Oh, so that's also subscribers.
Between March and April of 2020, OnlyFans saw a 75% in new signups with 200,000 new users daily. The user base grew from 13.5 million to 82.3 million.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
So you felt like kind of pressured by the photographer? And it just seemed like a good opportunity at the time?
Well, first he told me I was pudgy and I had to tone up. And I mean, I was a runner, and I had basically been in a hospital just to not tone up and to gain weight so my livers didn't fail. And then so basically what I told him was, okay, that's all right, right? And then what ended up happening was I started just posting my glamour photos on the IG or whatever. And then over time, like it was IG model that actually I found was more dangerous than the industry that I became part of and I'm in. Because I joined my industry to protect myself against some of these independent photographer people that hold a camera in a room alone with you where there is nothing that protects you legally even. Like,
so you thought the industry was more legit than just the lone
I joined
people.
the industry just to actually protect myself from being sent into one of these type of things that you get sent off to wherever, Colorado, North Dakota, wherever.
Now, do you think you were groomed into the industry?
I mean, I was never in a relationship before the industry. I never had much experience other than 3 months of college experience once I turned 21. So once you turn 21, and if you're a legal Wisconsin girl and you follow the law, you don't drink till you're 21, and then you have to drink on your job to make money. If you work at a
Yeah,
bar,
so you were put in a bad situation. You were cajoled. You were pressured to do it.
But then again, I also always take responsibility because I learned through the experiences, and then by doing that and doing it the way I did and being where I am today, and having the life I can have today, I respect. You have to accept everything that's happened, and you have to move forward, because yes, nobody's going to agree with you. You might have made mistakes. You made mistakes. But guess what? If you know you made mistakes and they know you made mistakes and nobody's challenging that mistake, you made the mistake, I feel like there's a way forward, because otherwise do people just want to, I'm going to rewrite my life and go back to block one and pretend
Scott, when do you think you'll retire? When do you think you'll tap out?
So my biggest industry people that I like.
You're muted. She's muted.
Katie Morgan and Brittany Andrews. They're probably in their 40s now, and they were in my industry, but they probably got in when it was a different world when they were about 20. You know, when you're 20, it's a different world now than it was a few years ago. And I feel like everybody's talking about this stuff with Bonnie Blue and everything. It actually makes people in the industry very upset, because
why?
Here's people that we've shot hundreds of scenes, and we've done what we were supposed to do to make our check, to pay our taxes, to make our money, to live. And then there's people that are out here doing disgraceful things for attention, that is also when the political side is already trying to make us go away. And because I'm it's just and they even tell us we rob the wallets of men, and all I can say to that is okay, well, we did it, so how can we move forward, and how can we do it from where we are to fix it, if we're somebody that is smart enough and knowing enough to not put money before people anymore? And I feel like any 18-year-old girl is going to want to make money versus
what's easiest.
Realize what matters in her life and her individuality. Once I started discovering philosophy, Charles Bukowski, Leonard Cohen, music, real deep 70s, 60s, 50s music, I listen to everything. And then I realized I've always been writing, and I never gave myself the appreciation to be a writer. I never told myself, no, you're not a writer, because everybody else said, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. So then I did something in front of me during COVID. And but also it's given me so many things to write about. And
you should write a book. You should write a book about your life.
I don't encourage girls to get in the industry, though. That's how I'm different. I'm not going to post something and say subscribe to me. I'm not going to say something to post. I want to make $5 out of your wallet every month so that I can lie to you like every other fan girl, whatever. And yes, I have one still, but I have not used it. And I told you to unsubscribe. And
Scarlett, how many? If you could, if your life could go exactly how you want it to, how many more years would you want to stay in the industry?
I mean, it's for life. And that's how I would tell every single girl that thinks they're going to do it to take some cute photos and look cute on the internet. Because guess what? You have to accept, even if you're cute or not.
So, Scarlett, you're saying you want to
last.
You want to be in the industry for life. You're not thinking
no.
5 more years, 10 more years. What are you thinking?
You will always be part of what you've done. You can't say, "Oh, I was part of this."
Right. I understand that. I mean, actively making new content. How much?
I'm already working on new things. I have not been shooting. I've been writing. I've been working with some very close friends that I made, and they respect me, but they don't respect what I did then. But they respect me for who I am now, and that means more to me because this is where we are now, and we can die tomorrow. Alan Watts.
So that's cool. You're kind of kind of retired. It seems like you moved on. You're doing more stuff.
That's what's hard about it, because I started doing photography and I did a lot of just trade. I didn't make money. Where a lot of girls just want to make money just shooting pictures. I did all of this for free, and people are making money off of my pictures when I didn't realize that, because I just literally came from a town of 60 people, went to a town of here. I was making $8 an hour at Jimmy John's, and I biked 46 miles, and I have all the receipts. I kept my receipts because I was proud of biking 46 miles and making $100. So that's why I actually super advocate to the industry, because people like us we've like literally bled.
It gave you your start. Like it gave you the opportunity to earn some money and figure stuff out.
We're defined by who we are because of the choices we made. And I like to say, like, okay, yes, I made that choice, and you can think of me in that way, and I appreciate that, and I respect your opinion. I respect everybody's opinion. And that's the only way I've been able to be in a relationship, is that I respect his opinion is negative and angry at what I did. And that's okay, because guess what? It wasn't all great. It wasn't all great. And I wasn't the same person I am now, and I wasn't then I was then. And I don't want to be the same person I was then, because I cared too much about things that didn't matter in life. Not about
Also, Scarlett, you're too hard on yourself. I think you need to.
Thanks, Chrissy. I love you, and I don't need to be talking so much.
No, it's okay. It's
At
okay.
least
You're it's like
I told the truth, but
for you, it's like it's cathartic. You just have to like let it out.
nice thing
But
about
just know, Scarlett, for real, like God loves you. He doesn't care about your past. He just cares about your future. And your past truly, like I like that you have this kind of like radical acceptance for the choices that you've made. That's very mature, but at the same time, you do not have to let your past define you and your future. And you know, you could just put it behind you. It doesn't have to be like this ball and chain that you drag around that you like feel shame for, because and if someone is trying to make you feel ashamed for it, like that's not somebody who's going to be part of your future.
See, when I got into the whatever fans industry, I lost my 3 jobs, all working in customer service and food service. I worked as a shot girl at a bar, which was a great bar. I loved my job, and that was the first drink I ever had in my life. And guess what? Like, I was only allowed to drink because I was selling they would say, I'll buy one from you if only buy one if you take one with me. And then it happened that way. But honestly, like once I joined the industry, like a lot of people get wrong that girls in my industry abuse a lot of substances. And I want to just tell everybody that like that is not the case, because you are a young girl, never leaving your hometown, and you leave it, and that you can't even tell your parents what's going on always, but you want to make enough to support your parents and support your family and everybody you love. And you want to do it because you've been doing something that you felt like you were treated less doing. Like Jimmy John's, I was hit by a car twice working for them. And I lost my job there. I always respected everyone, but I was constantly like, I was working with a guy one time, and it was like 1 a.m. I worked like 5 p.m. till 4 a.m. And I know all my managers still, and they, we can all talk and get along, but they don't know me who I was then, because then I just wanted to be out in the elements and be alone. And
hold on, Scott. I gotta blow through a couple more of these chats before I forget. Frostfang for 10. Iran used to be a more free place before the 70s revolution. I watched a video about this the other day. Now everyone is forced to cover up there, and all attempted coups, revolutions have been foiled due to their governance. Mullahs must go. Yeah, it used to be a chill place before the 70s. Old nerdy for 10. If there are 10% of women 18 to 24 on OnlyFans, then there are 10% of men willing to get serious with them. There is so much out there that there is someone for everyone except me, apparently. Old nerdy, keep your chin up. You gotta like pray about it. You gotta pray. I'm gonna meet somebody really good this year. Push-ups for 5. Anna's the only person I've heard argue that porn is a benefit to society. I think Anna's away from right now. Stewie felt Scarlett needs some edibles. No, she does not. Russell Hall. Cole, was Bonnie Blue born with a lightsaber? Search your feelings. You know it to be true. No, it's not true. It's impossible. Oh, yes. We've all heard the rumors.
I'm sick of this TikTok era. TikTok era we're in. That was
Viking.
not screw up in.
Viking says, what does Scarlett think about girls hiring OnlyFans managers to pretend to be the girls and essentially scam people? Is that pretty common? Have you heard about this, Scarlett?
Oh my gosh, you guys, I could show you the amount of message requests I get from, I can manage your
OnlyFans.
And guess what, guys?
Oh.
I've never given it allowed to anybody. Guess what? And the only person that's ever been on mine is me. Since the beginning, since 2020, when I was a college kid in my little dorm room, and I didn't know what I was doing, right? And then over the journey, I actually, once I entered the industry, I did less of that world because I was in a new world where I had to basically decide where I was going to sleep every night in a new city, basically decide, be an adult when I was still a kid, and then you trust the wrong people when you're an adult and you're a child. And still don't get the chance to grow up because these jobs, like let's say you work at McDonald's and it's a great job and you're working hard and you expect that you work hard and you keep living to that. And then one day, over time, since I was 18, I had an email from an agent asking me to be recruited because of my pictures online. And they were all G-rated pictures, just a picture of me smiling like this with my family. And they found me and they messaged me, hey, do you want to join this company to make money? And I said, nah, I'm going to college. What a good college kid. Then 3 years later, nah, I'm going to college. Then a year later, I reached out and said, you know what? I hate college. But you know what? Charlie Kirk says hate college. So
Based.
It's all right, Scarlett. Like we all, like literally everyone makes mistakes, and I appreciate how open and vulnerable you are.
Appreciate the pain and the life I've been through, and I will never forget it. Where people say to forget it, you made a mistake. No,
hold on, there's a dog.
Feel it.
Hold on, hold on.
There's a
dog. Tucker wanted to make an appearance. He followed me to the bathroom.
Oh, Tucker, what a smoochy face. Oh, look at the dog. How old is he?
Tucker will be 2 in like
He's
November.
just a baby.
That's a puppy.
Oh.
Yeah, he's like 1.5. Maybe
Waffles. She never comes down.
I just realized what time it is, and I should probably get to bed because I have an appointment in the morning.
Oh, okay, Taylor. Yeah, we are landing this plane.
Thank you so
Can I
much
show
for
you guys?
having me.
Because
And
I
it
gotta
was
plug
really
in my
good
card
to
and make
talk
sure
to a
it's
few
too.
ladies.
Taylor, tell the people where they can follow you.
I am on X at TM Silverman or Instagram at Taylor May Silverman, and that's all I use. And if you see me anywhere else, it's not me.
I love it. Thank
She's
you, Taylor.
based. She's the Riley Gaines of skateboarding.
Everyone subscribe to her
This
now.
is Tucker Snarlson. He does not have any social media, but my dad thinks that he should have a TikTok to take over the app.
Is so cute. I love that.
Snarlson, that's the cutest thing.
Okay, say goodnight to everybody.
Bye bye.
Good
Bye,
night.
Taylor.
Bye, everybody.
Love you. Bye. Oops. I did the opposite. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Sherry, darling, what is coming up for you? Where can people follow you?
You can follow me on Miss Cherry Perez on X, TikTok, YouTube. I have a video coming out this week actually about the Ace family. I doubt anybody knows what I'm talking about, but if you know Jenna Marbles, you know the Ace family. So I have an interesting video coming about them this week. So yeah. Thank you for having me, Chrissy, as usual.
Of course. Everyone follow Cherry right now at Miss Cherry Perez. Scarlett.
Hey guys, I was just trying to show you my engine because I did this to my own sob. I made it like sound louder. It's so cool.
You made it a MAGA sob.
MAGA sob.
Isn't that cool? It's a little turbo, but it's 25 years old. So they say Tesla tells me, go back to the salvage yard, little girl. And then guess what I told the Tesla? I said, you look up Elon Musk, boy. I said, you don't want to be some baby mama. Go be a baby mama.
Tell him. Scarlett, where can people find you and follow you?
Definitely not on the whatevers, but follow me on X, Scarlet with 2 T's, Hampton with a 0 N. And that's it. Like my Instagram is there, but it's in my link tree. But I'm not trying to promote the adult industry. Oh, look, I rhymed. But
Right, you got other stuff going on.
Go against it. You can't take back history.
Mm-hmm. Anna, are you there? Nope. Maybe she had to go deal with the baby. Let's see. Everybody follow Anna on Twitter at @StarWarsGirl. She has a book of eye paintings that you guys.
They're amazing.
Let me
They're
just
so
look up,
cool.
Let me look up her friggin' bio. I can promote it. Etsy. Let's see. She has an art Instagram. Let me see. Oh my god, I'm doing such a bad job at Anna's plugs.
I think they're on her X.
Yeah, just follow her. Everything's there. Her link tree is on her X profile. Just follow that Star Wars Girl GRL. Buy her iBook. She's such a good artist.
Amazing.
This was such a great random fun show. I love all of you. Thank you all for watching. Stay safe. God loves you all. We're dancing.
Oh my goodness.
And
there was some crazy people outside that were trying to get in my car, and I said no.
Stop it, Scarlett. Drive away from these crazy people.
Oh yeah. No, all I gotta do is put the brake down, roll back, and
lock your doors right now.
And
Lock your doors. Lock the windows. Close your moonroof. And we'll see you guys next
Thank
time.
God my boyfriend did that. Fix my keys, so I gotta